and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with a word she can't get what she came for. When she's buying a stairway to heaven, there's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure, 'cause you know sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven. Ooh, it makes me wonder. Ooh, it makes me wonder. There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts I have seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who stand looking. Ooh, it makes me wonder. Ooh, really makes me wonder. And it's whispered that soon, if we all call the tune, then the piper will lead us to reason. And a new day will dawn for those who stand long, and the forest will echo with laughter. Oh, if there's a bustle in your hedgerow, don't be alarmed now. It's just a spring clean for the May Queen. Yes, there are two paths you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on. And it makes me wonder. Your head is humming, and it won't go. In case you don't know, the piper's calling you to join him. Dear lady, can you hear the wind blow? And did you know your stairway lies on the whispering wind? And as we wind on down the road, our shadows taller than our soul, there walks a lady we all know, who shines white light and wants to show how everything still turns to gold. And if you listen very hard, the tune will come to you at last, when all are one and one is all. To be a rock and not to roll. And she's buying a stairway to heaven. empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk up. My shadow's the only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone out there will find me. Till then I walk I'm walking down the line that divides me somewhere in my mind, on the borderline of the edge and where I walk alone. Read between the lines what's fucked up and everything's alright. Check my vital signs to know I'm still alive, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. My shadow's the only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone out there will find me. Till then I walk I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one, and I walk up. My shadow's the only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone out there will find me. Till then I walk Don't cry, she'll be back tomorrow. Take back all the time you borrowed. I'm no longer afraid to tell you that I need you, and I wish that you would come back for more. Locked down in a fold-out bed, singing the same song over and over again. You need me half as bad, and I settle for less than that. In my bed, there's a chalk down line.
give me a chance. I know there's a lot going on, but it's all psychological. Just gotta stay in a positive frame of mind.
At Sunset Shadow became lately. Heck yeah, at Sunset Shadow celebrates 22 months of membership. Blue my review.
The wrong one. There we go. There it is. There it is. I was pressing the wrong buttons up. It's Wednesday! Oh, it's so good to be back. It's so beautiful to be back. It's lovely. Lovely to be back, guys. And we're going to sing a song. I saw Sunset Shadow. What's up, girl? 22 months! Guys, give it up for Sunset Shadow with 22 months. Thank you so much. Literally does it just out of love for your boy. And she'd probably... I know this is a new shirt. I got this for my birthday. I went to the seafood place and it says clamtastic. Because they were delicious. It's like a seafood place. I go there because the food's so good. So good. So... we're wearing white today. We're wearing white. So we got to go find some YouTube stuff. But thank you so much, Sunset Shadow. 22 months. I tell you guys all the time, right? The lifeblood of this channel is the members. Without the members, I would probably not do YouTube. Honestly, swear to God. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I guess I haven't. Luckily enough, I have really awesome members that are supportive and stuff. So, but I finally finished my part 2 Monster Truck series. Let's do the song and then we'll get into stuff. Okay, how about that? How about that? What should we do tonight? Am I feeling some Michael Bolton, or am I feeling some? What am I feeling, guys? What am I feeling here? I want some Ed Sheeran, with some Aerosmith. Do we want some Killers? Like, there's just so many songs. Some Queen. See, I don't have to sing Somebody to Love anymore because I have someone to love. So now I need to find a new anthem that I can sing. Let's see, what's today? It's June, okay? It's not quite July yet for American stuff. Eagles? The Eagles? Like, giving it up at the Hotel California. You don't like Michael Bolton, Timey? What is wrong with you? What is up with you, girl? Who doesn't like Michael Bolton? Most soulful white man in history. Let's do Hotel California. Why not? I was gonna do Desperado, but I was like, we need something a little upbeat. Something a little zesty, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully it's balanced. Nice big opening for this song. It's just fastest way to get your channel video demonetized. Sing a song, karaoke song. Hey, here we go. On a dark desert highway, and the cool wind in my hair, warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, I saw a sweet swimming light. My head grew heavy, see, I had to stop for the night. place.
Put in your room at the Hotel California. Any time of year, you can find it here. Her mind is Tiffany twisted. She got that Mercedes Benz. Tina Cat. She got a lot of pretty, pretty boys that she calls friends. How they dance in the courtyard. Sweet summer sweat. Some dance to remember, some dance to forget. So I called up the captain. Please bring me my wine. She said, you haven't got spirit here since 1969. And still those voices are calling from far away. Wake you up in the middle of the night just to hear them say, welcome to the Hotel California.
Should have took a breath there. Well,
Such a lovely place. Such a lovely place. Such a lovely place. Living up at the Hotel California. What a nice surprise. Bring your alibis. Mirrors on the ceiling. The pink champagne on ice. And we're all just prisoners here of our own device. And in the master's chambers, they gathered for the feast. They stabbed it with their steely knives, but they can't kill the beast. This thing I remember, I was running for the door. I had to find the passage back to the place I was before. But like said the nightman, we're programmed to receive. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave.
believe it or not, I've never sang. It's my first time singing this song. God, I'm pretty sure it's just guitar solo from here, okay? I don't see any more words, so I think it's just they just rock out for the rest of the song. So anyway, guys, welcome to the show. Let's go. I hope that sounded okay, because like I feel like I feel like I'm peaking. I feel like I'm peaking, but I can't hear myself if I don't have it up. Hopefully y'all can hear me now. Hopefully it sounds decent. But anyway, I think that's what. Oh man, I did the whole thing without echo. Crap. Oh well. You live and you learn. It's gonna get cut anyway. But it is a great song. I agree. It's really good to see you back in the chat, Tina Cat. That rhymed too, by the way. I didn't even do that on purpose. That was just sheer talent, is what that was. We're gonna check out. Thank you, Maya. Again, I never sang that song before. I have no idea how it sounded on your end. I could have been way too loud. The music could have been way too loud. I usually look for Rajira in the chat to tell me what's going on. But no, we'll find out when I listen back to it, and I'm gonna be like, I suck. This is why I don't sing anymore. I can't do it. I can't do it, guys. Can't sing a song. But a lot has transpired. I would have said something if it was not. Oh, thank you, Rajira. So if Rajira is not talking, then we're in the money. Okay, that's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. Thank you, Rajira. Okay, so a lot's happened. Well, not really a whole lot's happened. I just have been playing games, really. I've been playing games, but I've dropped a new video. If you haven't checked it out, it's a 2-part series about Monster Jam. And if you're not a huge Monster Truck fan, I know, just go give it a like or leave a comment and just say, EG's the best, or anything like that can help out. But other than that, like, I know that, it's kind of my thing doing the Monster Jam stuff. But I also worked really hard on the video. And the last video I did got pretty good reception, so I did another one. Because, YOLO, right? But now that I did my 2-part series on Monster Jam, I'm planning on doing a video about the Monster Truck League I did, because I do think that would be a compelling video talking about my experiences, how well I did, and just kind of walking me through the whole story of season 1 and season 2 that I did. But I'm also going to get back into doing deep dives, reacting to drama on the internet. Not necessarily creator on creator drama, but like if people are acting crazy or doing stuff here. Ideally, I would like for EG Lately Live, that channel, to be the only place I do this. But we can't, for some reason, we can't get to freaking 500 subscribers. I don't know why. We just can't do it. Like, we're stuck perpetually at 430 or something. If it's even lower than that. 3 minute, 8 second Bubix 3.3 solve. I have no idea what that means. Are you talking English, Mad Daddy? By the way, guys, I finally got to see Markiplier's movie, but I went back and I watched like the Let's Play first so that I could kind of see where the inspiration for the Let's Play came from. I think the movie's pretty cool. I think Markiplier does a really good job in it. So I just figured I knew we had talked about that before. But if you haven't seen it, go into the movie. If you go into the movie, blind, you'll probably still have an enjoyable experience. But I would, Rubik's Cube, in 3 minutes. Damn, it's impressive. I was never good at those. But I also, what the hell was I talking about? I spaced out. I don't know. It's not important anyway. But yeah, ideally, I'd like EG Lately to be the place where I could come and do the content that we kind of build, like investigative pieces and stuff. EG Lately be the place where EG Lately Live is kind of more like the slot channel where I can come on, talk about whatever I want about, without low effort. And then make EG Lately the high effort channel. And then AODT is still just AODT. But I'm basically, we're getting ready to go to World Finals, do our World Finals, and that'll be done. Then we're going to be setting up the next season. But the AODT videos are actually starting to catch. I think our last video we did got over 3,000 views, so that's awesome for us. The hard work is starting to finally pay off. But I know that I'm here because, you guys like watching true crime stuff, and I still like all that stuff. I didn't randomly decide that I'm not going to do that stuff anymore. So you guys know me. If you guys have been following me for a couple years, you know that I will randomly, get really into random topics and talk about it. And then I'll move on to like another thing that I get really interested in. It's probably what's killed me in the algorithm, to be honest with you. Like, if I just stuck to a topic, we'd be way bigger, right? But I can't do that. It's just not wired in my brain that way. Let's just do a quick roll call real fast. I can't see the stream deck. It's covered by wire, so I don't even know where the hell this thing is. So let's do roll call.
Let's take a roll here. Jay Quellen. Where's Jay Quellen at? No Jay Quellen here? Yeah.
Do you mean Jacqueline?
Okay. So that's how it's gonna be.
That's how it's going to be, guys. That's how it's going to be. All right, quick rundown. Rajira is in the chat. She says, I can do the cube. I just never time myself. Of course, we got Mad Daddy Media. You were the squirrel, Mad Daddy. All right, over here talk about a Rubik's Cube when I'm giving my opening lecture. Crazy Cat Lady with 7 kids. What happened to the 8th? With 7 kids, does it mean I have to go back to hating? I mean, you can. You always are welcome to hate me whenever you want. But why hate me when loving me is so much more fun? Antelesion Shift says, Jaquellen. Yeah, Jaquellen always acting up. Can never get it together. Tina Cat 91. What a throwback. Tina Cat in the chat tonight. Good to see her. Maya Trekolazovsky is in the house tonight. Timey-wimey. I saw her in chat. I saw Sarah Nona Little said she was going to be lurking. Sunset Shadow. Let's not forget, 22 months. The love is real, guys. The love is real. But again, like I said, I do Blue Jay, of course, the admin of the Discord, the bluest of all Jays. Not one Jay is bluer than Blue Jay. But I want to get back to doing stuff that you guys originally. Oh my God! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. May he be chasing yarn forever in heaven. Crazy Cat Lady. It's always hard losing a pet, honestly. Always is. But you know what? we move on and we try to do the best we can. Remember that old saying, you can't live without dime, right? You can't live without dime. All right. So I'm checking to see if there's like any interesting news stuff. So I will say the Supergirl is coming out soon, and hang on, let me get this here. Actually, let me make sure that the reaction channel, oh my god, yeah, the reaction channel is a total mess right now because I haven't streamed in a week. So let me just get all this stuff set up over here. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Methuselah. Not me, but she was my oldest. Had her for 13 years and she was about 16. Oh, that's a good run though. That's a good run. 13 years. What's the average lifespan for like a cat? 14? But anyway, okay, so there is a, let me make sure that I fix this real quick, because Supergirl movie. So the Supergirl movie's coming out, and a lot of people have had a lot to say about it. A lot of the reviews that are coming out are like saying it sucks. And I'll be honest, I didn't really have high hopes for this movie. I didn't really think it was going to be any good. Yeah, I didn't think that the Superman movie was very good either. So James Gunn's not starting off strong out the gate when it comes to these. Okay, where's my note chat? Why is the note chat hidden? I think I got to move it up. The chat's hidden. The notes are hidden. Oh, that's because I'm in the wrong friggin' thing. All right, note chat. There you are. There's the chat. Okay, we got it back up. Just about, yeah, but they can get much older. Yeah, I've only had one cat. Well, actually, I had two cats at one point, but my ex made me get rid of them because they liked me better than her. We are under another freaking tornado warning. I'm about sick and tired of this weather. Yeah, that's nuts. One tornado warning, kind of fun, kind of exciting. Multiple tornado warnings for several days. No, not so much fun. Not so much fun here. Let me just get this out of here as I sit here and dox my location because it's trying to give me show times. That's cool. Way to go. This is why I need to have like my a VPN on. Superhero movies are played out, in my opinion. Here's the problem, Mad Daddy. They wouldn't be played out if it wasn't for the fact that Hollywood has been making shitty versions of these movies for so long. I feel like these movies are only played out because of the fact that, you know, these Hollywood directors are just doing terrible jobs trying to give people, like, trying to think that they know what fans should see. This whole entire idea that politics need to be in every single movie is just absolutely ridiculous. It's so stupid, and it's absolutely killing. It's absolutely killing these movies. And everybody saw what Marvel did. Everybody tried to copy it, and then everybody decided, you know, just quantity. Let's make as much money as we possibly can. And after that, it just got really, really shitty. So, anyway, let's take a look at the trailer for this movie here and see how it looks. Another dog.
You managed to get most of it on the paper this time.
Is there an echo in here?
Good job, buddy. Hi, cars are out. Hereby declare
I like the song choice.
the 23 will be the best year yet. Let's be honest, babe, it's not a very high bar to clear.
I didn't know any of you were still alive. What was it like to lose everything in a day?
Krypton didn't die in a day. The gods are not that kind.
Yeah, Crypto the dog.
Okay, this does not look like this is gonna end well. For you guys.
Do others on your planet have powers like you?
How does she sink that big sword into an airplane?
No, it's a pretty small group of two.
What's Superman like?
He sees the good in everyone. And I see the truth.
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty generic. Yeah, the trailer's cool, but the trailer's always a lot cooler than the actual movie is, right? But a lot of people have been comparing her to Chaka from Land of the Lost. Hang on, let me try and see. So, I'm trying to see if I can find it, but people have been saying that Supergirl looks like Chaka from Land of the Lost, and once you see this, you can't unsee it. I think her name's like Millie Alcott, right? I think it's Millie Alcott. Alright, so this is Millie Alcott. I think she's a pretty girl, right? She was in House of Dragon. I mean, right now she's all done up, but, you know, you see her there, right? And then Chaka. But a lot of people are making this comparison to her. she looks like this Chaka thing from Land of the Lost. I mean, I kind of see it, right? I like girl power movies, but this is blatant pandering. And that's the problem, right? If you're going to have yeah, true, at least she is wearing clothes. But once you see it, it's kind of hard to unsee, you know, the whole Chaka reference. But it's, you know, Chaka's kind of funny looking. Millie Alcott. Chaka. Millie Alcott. Chaka. What are your guys' opinions? The movie critics are saying it's definitely going to flop. Absolutely going to flop. We're in an economy right now where people barely have any money to do anything. And she's already gone. I don't think that she's been like as bad as, but a lot of people are like flipping out about her saying that Supergirl could be bi, which I think she was just saying because there's a gay man that asked her the question. What's up, Kangaloo? I'm probably going to see it, but I'm not going to go see it in theaters. I'm just going to wait for it to come out on streaming. Honestly, I don't think it's the right choice of character for a second movie in a cinematic universe. Like, what, you got Superman, and then you got, what else did he release anything else? You got the Lanterns in it, and now you're gonna have Lobo. So they're building another cinematic universe, but I don't think that it looks like a movie that it's gonna do really well. Yeah, I don't think that it's gonna do really well in the box office because I just don't think that it's a character that many people care about. But apparently she said something about like it being bi. I mean, I don't know why these Hollywood people can't get out of their own way. Like, immediately she celebrated the fact that it's a movie not centered around a man, and that instantly like pissed off all the guys that would probably most likely be the ones to go see this. So Millie Alcock, okay, that's it, dons her DCU costume and takes flight. But I think this movie's probably gonna do shit. Personally, not paying for it, but I'll spend money. But I may spend the time to see it. Yeah, that's basically it. It's like, I'm not gonna give you money and my time, but I may give you my time to watch it. By the way, I just finally got around to seeing Mortal Kombat 2. That movie was okay. I don't think that it deserved all the love that it was getting. Like, everybody kept saying like how great it was. I don't know how I feel about Carl. I like Carl Urban as an actor. I just don't think he was a great Johnny Cage. I think they could have gotten someone so much better to play him. But yeah, that's Supergirl. And Supergirl was also just in the Flash movie. It was somebody completely different. Actually, an actress that I think is probably hotter than Millie Alcott. And she's kind of coming off like a jerk. But the reviews are not great. The reviews for this movie are not really well. Let's take a look real quick, and then we'll hop into some true crime stuff. No, that's YouTube. Yeah, that is YouTube. Correct. That is the YouTube logo. But where's my history at? Right here. I watch some weird shit, guys. My algorithm takes me down some weird places. But this guy did a review of it.
I guess James Gunn didn't know that Supergirl
I think he
was gonna
kinda-
be the next movie after Superman.
No
but it
spoilers,
was,
by the way.
quote, an incredible script.
He didn't put. There's no spoilers
This
in
was an
this.
incredible script.
But I like this guy, Jeremy Johns.
So Supergirl is DC's follow-up to last year's Superman. Long story short, as we saw at the end of Superman, Kara likes to go out there to Red Sun solar system so she could get drunk. Then a forgettable bad guy poisons her dog with a dart. That same forgettable bad guy killed a family in which the surviving girl of that family is on a revenge quest to kill that super forgettable villain. The two of them are looking for the same person, this one for revenge, this one to get the antidote for her poisoned dog. They team up, they're on the adventure. That's the long story short. All right, out the gate, this movie does play up an angle that is... It's kind of a trope at this point. Put the cute dog in danger and now the audience is along for the ride. As for the rest of the movie, not gonna lie to you, it's a pretty generic, boring sci-fi mess. There is something compelling.
And that's exactly how I felt about the original Superman too. The one that he did with David Cornsweet. I don't know. I just felt like it was just a forgettable. There we go. Now I'm centered in the frame. I just feel like it was forgettable, and like it just kind of felt messy. Didn't really feel like it. Like the stakes were very high. I wasn't too invested. I just, it just felt like a generic superhero. He's right. I want to see it for crypto. I think that a lot of people. I think James Gunn's is using that dog specifically just so people will go see it for the dog. But if you have to center around a whole movie around the dog, chances are the movie's not that great. The movie's not going to be that great if you got to center around people coming to see the dog. You know what I mean?
Even emotionally deep about the theme in here. Frustratingly, they don't stick the landing on it, but it's in here. As the conversation of Superman being basically comic book Jesus has been around for as long as I can remember. The story of the prodigal
A lot of
son
people
here,
like Superman. I wasn't for
daughter,
me. It was just too messy.
strictly speaking, cousin. The prodigal out there running away, wasting their life, hopefully will then come back. It's deep, it's relevant, it's thematic, it's also buried under a ton of sci-fi nonsense, which I love sci-fi. I'm just saying when it feels uninspired. A big problem in the movie is I didn't find Kara to be particularly likable for a lot of it. She's the basic hot mess crash out disaster that's posturing herself as the paragon of morality for the situation. To be fair, yeah, that tracks. And granted, that is her character arc in the movie, of course, but even by the end, I didn't feel the ending was earned. If you don't stick the emotional landing at the end for an arc of someone stepping up to be the person they're supposed to be, to be a hero, the whole thing feels...
Yeah, I don't know. It's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good, And this guy likes Superman, by the way. This guy likes Superman. So he's absolutely... This is about as, vicious as I think this guy gets when it comes to his reviews. And I think he's pretty big. I think he's pretty unbiased when it comes to, doing reviews and stuff. And it seems like he just doesn't really like this movie at all.
Forced. You're just left feeling unfulfilled. What I liked, the best part of this Supergirl movie... Jason Momoa as Lobo. Is it ironic that
I think that he's probably going to be the star of this movie. I think if a lot of people go to this movie, I think they knew that people probably weren't going to go to see Supergirl, but they would go to see Lobo. And I think that's why they put Lobo in this movie.
best part of Supergirl is the main man? Sure. But here we are. I mean, Jason Momoa as Lobo is an absolute and total layup, even back when he was cast as Aquaman. When I heard Jason Momoa was gonna play a DC comic book character, I was like, yeah, Lobo. That's who he's gonna be. He's gonna be Lobo. What can I say? What I got can't be taught. Or we all thought the same thing because it's that obvious. It's that... Why wasn't he Lobo all along? I'm 50-50 as to whether or not Jason Momoa even knew he was being filmed. An absolute and total wild card, which is fun to watch. But it does still feel like someone at some studio level was like, I feel like this movie's gonna be boring. Well, fans are really clamoring to have Jason Momoa.
They spent so much money on this movie too, like ridiculous amounts of money on this movie. And now I don't think they're going to make it back, personally. I don't think they're going to make it back. You're sick of Jason. He is in everything. I feel like they definitely made a big mistake putting him as Aquaman. I feel like the guy Patrick Wilson, who played his brother, would have been a perfect Aquaman. Why not just make him Aquaman? But they made Jason Momoa Aquaman because I guess they needed to do like their DEI fills or whatever.
Momoa come in as Lobo. Let's just make that happen. I am interested in seeing more of Jason Momoa's Lobo going forward. Maybe a standalone bounty hunter movie following Lobo.
I'd watch that.
Like Mandalorian and Grogu, but minus the Grogu and hopefully better. The movie doesn't feel like it has its own identity, to be honest with you. There's so many scenes, planets, moments where you could be like, what movie is this? And people could be like, DC Universe, DC EU?
You know what I found Jason Momoa to be completely random in was Minecraft. Like, I feel like they just put him in that movie just so they could say they had Jason Momoa in it, you know? The women love him and that's why he gets cast. I think so too, yeah. Well, I think that like they're trying to attract girls to come see this movie. But the problem is that most girls, you know, aside from like the diehards, aren't the majority of comic book fans. The majority of comic book fans out there are men. Let's be honest. When you were in high school growing up, who were the majority of the comic book nerds? You might get one girl that's like really into comics, but the rest are all nerdy guys, right? So, you know, if you're gonna want guys to come see Supergirl, you're going to need to give him a reason. And unfortunately, like, as cool of a character as Lobo is, I don't think that he's enough to get people to want to come out to the theater.
MCU, Guardians, Predator, Badlands, I don't know. It kind of...
Producers put way too much money in movies. Thinning it will make them great. Some of the greatest movies were made for less than $1 million. Let's take for instance Markiplier's Iron Lung. He made the movie for $5 million, is what he said, $5 million, and it's grossed over $51 million plus whatever it's making right now on YouTube. So it's probably gonna, you know, make way more back than it costs to make the movie. These Hollywood studios are spending so much money making these films, and they're not getting that money back. So either one, they're gonna dump a superhero. Like I think this is what's gonna happen. They would sooner dump making superhero movies at all before they would make superhero movies the way that fans would want to see them. Like, and there's still a market for it. Like, there's absolutely a market for superhero. Like, nerd culture and comic book culture and all that stuff is still at an all-time high. Gaming culture, all that stuff is like mainstream popularity right now. Like, everybody cares about that stuff. But if you don't make it the way that people want to like digest it, then they're not going to do it. Everything old is new again. Yeah, basically. And I think this is what's killing Hollywood is that they if they just listen to Nerdrotic and we're like, hey, just, you know, take what's in the comic and put it on screen and everybody will be happy. They always hire these writers that come in and don't care about the characters, don't care about the stories, never read the comics, want to reinvent the character in their own image. And that's why people hate it. And that's how you end up like with reviews like this.
Feels like they pulled from everything cool right now and put it in a blender. A big thing in this movie that bothered me has nothing to do with the characters. It's the lighting. I don't know if they want to have the talking point of, and we didn't use lighting kits. All the light is natural in this studio on a green screen. But there were scenes where lights were in the background and they were really bright, but the camera's in front of the characters and it didn't seem to have a light in front of the characters. So the characters were really dark, but the lights behind them were bright. Like, hi, I'm in Supergirl. This probably looks horrible on screen, though. It's not just one scene. It's a multitude of scenes.
My guess is they probably hated the way that the costume looked or something, so they purposely darkened it so that they could hide like blemishes or whatever in the costume. The market would only die with negligence, not the fans. Yeah, and they always want to, and this is a new thing Hollywood's doing too, is like they're blaming fans for not seeing their movies. Like, they are not entitled to our time. Like, people, especially in a world now where content creators are perhaps, you know, the majority of content consumed by most people, why would they, like, they are directly competing with someone like myself, right? And I'm small. But, you know, for tonight, I got at least 12 people that are coming and watching me instead of sitting down and watching a movie or sitting down and watching, which back in the day before this was a thing, you know, that would be 12 more people watching their movies, watching their films. And I'm tiny potatoes. So imagine how many more people there are like me out there who are getting massive, like Moist Critical. That's like every night hangouts for millions of people who want to go hang out with Charlie every night. And Charlie craps on movies too. Like, and I also think Hollywood keeps thinking they can get away with doing this again and again and again, and that the majority of voices out there that are saying these movies suck aren't like people that are going to influence the money. But trust me, Hollywood, they will influence the money. This review right here that this guy's making is probably going to convince a large majority of his audience to not go and see it. And how many people have watched this? Right now, this has almost 500,000 people have seen this. And look, 30K like it. That means 30K are excited that this guy doesn't like this movie, because that means they're probably not going to go see it.
I'm gonna set the camera on auto and the ISO's like, dim it, the light. Okay, the light's more manageable now. I don't know, I wasn't there, but the movie did look like muddy shit. Kara seems to forget her powers a lot of the time. She's looking for the bad guy. She lost him. Apparently she forgot she could look through walls. There's one scene in this movie. It's completely
That's pretty nuts.
I guess it's in the comic books, but it's one of those moments where when you're adapting something from a comic book, you have to make that judgment call of, is that going to play well in the movie? I get it, we're dealing with super-powered aliens, but there has to be a line. And even if you can make the leap and go, okay, I accept it, it's fine, it still does come across as a convenience in the name of dealing with a Kryptonian lead in a movie. And that's a problem with Superman movies, now Supergirl movie. They are so overpowered, you have to continually think of villains to put them up against that can take them on, or you just gotta continually nerf them. This movie continually nerfs, to a comedic degree. Oh, I almost forgot to talk about the villain. Why would I not forget to talk about the villain?
Why is it so hard to just create villains that are as powerful as the protagonists? I don't understand what is so. These are supposed to be the most creative minds in the business, yet they can't. They sooner nerf the powers of the superheroes instead of putting them up against somebody who can compete with them. Like, Superman got his butt kicked in the majority of that movie. Why? Because he was fighting freaking Superman. Like, come on. This is crazy. That's the best they could come up with, is Superman fighting Superman.
Why would I remember to talk about the villain? The villain in this movie is the most forgettable, generic antagonist I've... Hold on. In terms of cinematic universe comic book villains, we'll say from Iron Man 1 on, because Iron Man 1 kind of changed the game, and now everyone's chasing that cinematic universe dragon. It's kind of a splice point. Yeah, this has got to be the weakest villain I've seen in a superhero film. I really liked the quotable lines from the villain, such as and when he looks surprised and looks like he's doing a bad Robert De Niro impersonation. Yeah, he was awful. This movie has all the beats on paper to get the audience behind hating the villain, which, I mean, he isn't likable. He's just not memorable. He's a shitty human who kidnaps girls to make them wives like a Morton Joe. He hurts the dog, which is kind of becoming played out now, but there's...
Oh, man, you hurt the dog. Forget about it. Forget about it. Anyway, though, I just wanted to take a look at it, but yeah, this is not looking good for Supergirl. I'm pretty sure that it's probably going to flop. The guy does kind of look like Pinhead. Guy does kind of look like Pinhead. but like all these big creators are talking about their reviews of Supergirl, and frankly, I don't think it's going to be very impressive. I don't think they're going to I don't know how many times Hollywood can take these L's, right? How many flops can they take before the studios start closing the doors? I think DC's already being sold to Paramount Pictures. So maybe Paramount will do something better with the because I like DC. There's so many great characters in DC Comics. Green Lanterns, Superman, Batman, right? Robert Pattinson's Batman was great. So I don't understand how they can't make these characters cooler. You know, there's so many amazing. Like, wow, happened to Blue Beetle? Right? Wasn't he supposed to be in James Gunn's world? But he's not. Sirens are gonna go off. Okay, Tina. Hopefully, stay safe. Okay, get the shelter if you need to. If anything, she's super cute, and that's about it. Yeah, she's cute, but she's not like Sydney Sweeney hot. Like, if they put Sydney Sweeney as Supergirl, I'm pretty sure a lot more men would go and see this movie. Because I think at one point she becomes like Power Girl or something like that, and that's when she has like giant boobs or whatever. But yeah, this is Blue Beetle was terrible. I thought it was okay, but I mean, not really a great movie. I think it just, at this point, I don't know what the hell is going on with Hollywood and why they think that it's a good idea to keep pissing off half of the country right before you release a movie. I don't know. I just think it's stupid. I just think it's not a winning formula for sure. It's not. But anyway, I just wanted to jump in and talk about that a little bit because it's big news. It's coming out, and Supergirl is Supergirl is not looking good. Not looking good. I saw House of the Dragon dropped its first episode. I haven't got a chance to watch it. But I would like to watch it, and then we can talk about that. I do want to dive back into my nerd culture because I've been missing out on so many good stuff, or I guess bad stuff, right? I'm missing out on bad stuff that I could talk about. There's another Spider-Man movie. Oh, yeah. Good point, Maya. Let's take a look at the new Spider-Man trailer because I do think there's a lot more higher hopes on this one than there is on... Now, see, this is my point, right? Brand New Day is looking like a much better film than what DC is putting out. So this is what I mean by there's still a market for superhero movies. They just have to be done well. So if Sony comes out and this movie does really well, I think that would be a huge win for Sony and a huge win for Marvel. So let's take a look at the Spider-Man. Brand New Day.
I can't believe our first hit MIT. MJ, come on. Pretend like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
I can't.
I knew it.
Love the suit. Suit looks really good.
Hi, my name is Peter Parker. You don't remember me, but we used to know each other. Something bad was going to happen, and the only way to stop it was to make everyone forget about me.
She don't need to learn how to act,
Because I'm not
Cantaloupe.
just Peter Parker.
That's all she needs is big
I'm
boobs.
Spider-Man.
Ow.
Frank, you just hit me with a van!
Oh, yeah.
Suit yourself. Go home!
Damn.
Sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart. What is happening to me? Excuse me, Dr. Banner. I need your help.
What did you say your name was?
It's gonna be Black Symbiote.
If DNA is mutating,
Kat Dennings does have some really nice chongas.
Spiders have 3 life cycles. When between cycles, It can leave the spider vulnerable to threats.
We are faced with a danger that we can't control. One we can't even see.
Stay out of my way.
Scorpion.
You're losing it, kid.
And for
Punisher.
those spiders who make it through, it amounts to a kind of
The Hand.
rebirth.
Nice flowers.
Oh, they're a housewarming gift.
I'm MJ.
I'm just a neighbor from across the hall.
Friendly neighbor.
Ah, get it? Because friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I think that looks really good. Like, I would be excited for that, you know? I definitely am excited for Spider-Man. I think that is much, you know, that's looking like a much better entry, if you will, into the comics world that we would be looking for. I'm probably going to go see that. I'll probably see that in theaters. But yeah, story-wise, it's compelling, right? None of these people know Peter Parker, right? Because the last movie, he made them all forget. Spoiler, if you haven't seen the last one, hopefully you did. But I think it looks really good. And I'm excited to go see the Spider-Man one. I think, you know, Sony intentionally like tries to distract you or make you feel like that what you're watching is not what you're going to actually see. So my guess is Black Symbiote. I think he's probably going to be the Black Symbiote Spider-Man. I don't know if it's going to be Venom. That would be cool though if it was Venom and had that crossover thing happen. But well, I guess we'll find out, right? But it did look like the symbiote passing from person to person. So, I mean, we are waiting for our black suit Spider-Man, are we not? Are we not waiting for our black suit Spider-Man? But I think everybody knows it's going to be black suit Spider-Man, and that's why they're all excited for it. All right. Plus Zendaya. Yeah. Zendaya's in Euphoria with Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney has big boobs. Kat Denning has big boobs. Kat is also married to Andrew WK, coolest couple ever. Yeah, I like both of them. Both of them seem cool. I don't even know I don't think most men could handle all that boob that Kat Denning's got. Zendaya and Tom, yeah. Oh, they're confirmed to be married now? Yeah, I think they're a cute couple too. Cute couple as well. All right. So we talked about some of the popular stuff going on in the world of nerd culture. I'm trying to think if there's any gaming news that came out, but I can't really think of anything. Other than that, like I'll tell you guys that I did watch Iron Lung. I thought it was really good. You guys should go check it out. But with that said, let's get ready to watch some body cam stuff. We'll watch body cams and then we'll hop into a game. I may go back and play the first Hellblade because I know that everybody really liked the second Hellblade. But that's it. That's the only game I can really think of right now that I'd be interested in playing live. I like Zendaya because she has a dog like mine. That's it. It's simple things like that, ain't it, Cantaloupe? She got a dog like mine. That's all I need to like someone. Entitled woman wants Wendy's refund so bad that she gets herself arrested. Canadian woman learns the hard way Florida is not Canada. Police arrest entitled famous TikToker, thinks she's above the law. Oh, is this the girl from the Knicks parade, maybe? Moana is coming out with a live action. I think I've seen... Yeah, but I think that's been out for a little bit, right? I don't really want to watch Long Crime. 4-hour police body cam compilation. Jesus. When airport police get multiple calls about you. I think she could have done better in Dune 2. I think Dune... You notice that have they even dropped the trailer for Dune 3 yet? I didn't watch Dune 2, but I didn't really think anything of it. I thought I watched the first movie. I felt like I was like kind of forcing myself to do it, you know. Employee brings a gun to work to sell drugs. Angry ex snaps in front of police. Bad idea. I love that they put this girl in the picture right here in the bubble, but she's probably not even any, because all they do is they put cute girls in the thumbnails, hoping that they will. I guess you guys should probably see what I want to see, or see what I'm seeing. They put cute girls in the thumbnails just so people will click on it, and they also give everybody big boobs. 9 Karen meltdowns caught on body cam. I own this store. Walmart shoplifter's excuse to police is wild. Man horrified after learning girlfriend's evil secret. I think this one, well, this is a year ago. But Dr. Insanity is pretty good. All right, let's watch this one. I think this one will be good. I'm sure you guys have probably, this is a year old, so I'm sure a lot of you guys have probably seen this one. Okay. Well, let's take a look at it.
So, Colin, is that your first name? Yes. Hey, so, do you know Anna? Last name is Wilson. Oh, yes, I do. So, there's really no reason to say this, sir. So, apparently last night she passed away.
This is Colin Strickland, and he was just told that his ex-girlfriend, Anna Wilson, was brutally murdered only hours ago.
Oh, damn, you could hear it.
Austin 911, what's your emergency?
My friend is staying with me, and I just walked in, and she's laying on the bathroom floor, and there's blood everywhere.
Austin, please.
Oh, she's trying to do CPR.
Stop! I don't know what happened. I just walked in on her.
When cops first arrived at this gruesome site, they suspected a robbery gone wrong.
That's a good friend now. You walk in and she's like trying to give her friend CPR, trying to save her life. That's a good friend. And everybody hopes that they have a friend like that when you're in your most dire situation. But my guess is this girl's probably not going to wake up.
But a series of damning clues found at the crime scene quickly pointed to not just a meticulously planned murder, but a deadly love triangle, and a killer that was closer to home than anyone expected.
Did you kill Mel? No.
The boyfriend, right?
On May
It's gotta
11th,
be the boyfriend.
2022, police were called to an address after a woman made this disturbing
They say they start off by saying it's a love triangle, right? So why wouldn't it? How could the boyfriend not be involved in it? Unless there's a girl cheating on her boyfriend with another guy, and then there's another girl involved there. I don't know. Take your guesses now. Unless you've seen it, in which case, just don't tell us what happened.
911 call.
What's the address of the emergency?
It's 1708 Maple Avenue.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
My friend is staying with me, and I just walked in, and she's laying on the bathroom floor, and there's blood everywhere.
Oh
and
my God.
I don't know what happened.
Is she awake?
She's not awake. There's blood all over her face and all on the back of her head.
Is she breathing?
No, she's not
Okay.
breathing.
I've got the paramedics on the way to help you. Stay on the line, Caitlin.
That caller was Caitlin Cash, and she'd arrived home to find her friend, Mariah Wilson, clinging to life after being shot.
Aw, and these are all pretty girls, too. Speaking of cheating, did you guys hear about the girl that cheated on her boyfriend with her own cousin? What? Put that in the inbox, Blue Jay.
Austin, please.
Do I stop? I don't know what happened. I just walked in on her.
Sit up. Okay. One second. Let her get up.
Again, it's a shame that this girl probably wasn't able to save her friend, but she tried, and I think that's all you can ask for someone in that situation. Also, I'm back because my internet decided it wanted to die. Well, let's bring your internet back to life, okay? Let's get it at CPR. Or the girl caller might have done it. You think so? Have you seen this? We'll find out. I just don't think that if you killed someone, the last thing you want to do is resuscitate them, right? So that's why I don't think that she might be. Well, if I'm wrong, though, Maya, you get 2 points for Gryffindor. She looks genuinely shaken.
Yeah, headshot.
Headshot, no.
Nobody heard any shots? We don't know how long she's been down? No. And that's it. Pretty close to it. Yeah, oh, we got CSF in there.
After assessing the situation, officers noticed cerebrospinal fluid, or CSF for short, oozing onto the floor. This fluid surrounds the brain, meaning the bullets had actually pierced her skull and killed her instantly. This meant there was no saving her, no matter what anyone did. But officers could still bring her killer to justice.
That's terrible. It always occurs to me that CPR would make someone bleed out faster. I mean, to be fair to that girl, right? She's probably not a paramedic. She probably doesn't know what to do in that situation. Like, cause first, like if you're there when something happens, right, you apply pressure to the wound, right? But if there's already blood all over the floor, it's kind of hard to consider. Plus, this girl was shot in the head, and I don't think that putting pressure on it is really going to be helpful. I know my own kind. I'm Gryffindor too. You know what I'm saying? But yes. Essentially, though, if she's pumping the heart, she's probably just pumping blood out of this poor girl. But she tried. That's all you can really ask, because a lot of people would just walk away, and wouldn't be able to handle it. But she tried her best to help her friend, and I think that's admirable. Unless we find out that she was involved. But let's find out.
Which is why they need answers right now. Answers that only Cash can give, as she is the only witness that officers currently have.
Do you know if he's talking to anyone or any friends? I know you say you don't live here. Yeah, no, she was with her friend Colin. Colin? Yeah. Colin Strickland. Colin Strickland? Strickland, yeah.
Thanks, Blue Jack.
Yeah. They went swimming. Okay.
Did you see a gun or anything like that when you were in
Colin? You said Colin Strickland. Strickland? Okay. Yeah. And you know where Colin Strickland is? No, but I have his phone number. I can call him. Or I can give you his phone number. Information from you. You said, so she went swimming with Colin Strickland? Went swimming. I left to go have dinner with my friends, and then I came back. Yeah, this is my house. This is my house. She's staying with me.
Right now,
all right, man, Daddy, we'll check it out.
As to what
I could tell you, the female did not kill her. I knew Sarah probably would have knew the answer to this. Okay, so we can eliminate Cash. See, I had a feeling like, I don't know, maybe it's my years of being like in drugs or whatever, but I could tell when someone's lying, and she just didn't seem like she was lying. She just seemed like she was just genuinely terrified. And again, as I said, most people who kill someone aren't going to give them CPR to bring them back to life, because they don't want that person potentially waking up and then telling people what happened.
Exactly went down just hours earlier, but they would soon run into some evidence that would change everything. Worth noting is that situations like these can be extremely traumatizing for those involved.
Oh yeah, that's going to mess her up for life.
Just like you at home. If you've ever felt you need help with mental health, you should know there are always people you can reach out to.
Yes,
That's
like me.
I'd like to thank.
I mean, like acquaintances. Well, no, what Perry drives is a cyclist. A cyclist? Yeah. Does he live in this area? He lives in South Austin.
Does she have,
this was in Austin, Texas.
a license or wallet up there at all,
It's like the new LA.
Yeah.
She said she's from San Francisco?
Well, she's from Vermont, but she's living in San Francisco.
So she came to visit you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's here for a bike race this weekend.
Okay.
Oh, so she's a biker
Did
too.
have an argument at all, do you know?
I don't have any idea. The only thing I know is she said I'm meeting him to go swimming.
Okay. All right. What time was that?
5
p.m. today?
I think I'm going to go swimming with Colin, FYI. I think I'm going to go swimming with Colin, FYI. Makes me think that she was like worried about this Colin guy and wanted her to know what she was doing. What's up, sweet Golf? Good to see you. But like, Randomly texting your friend, I think I'm going to go swimming with Colin, FYI. That's usually, if anything happens to me, you know who I was with last, you know? Austin is the new Silicon Valley. Yeah, because Joe Rogan moved there, and then like now everybody moved to Austin, Texas.
When was the last time you saw her? Was that when you
A
saw
lot
her?
of streamers go there.
For dinner at
Miami's a big hot spot for streaming too.
5:30.
So you left for dinner at 5:30. What time did you come back?
Right 2 minutes before I called 911.
Oh yeah, so
According to Cash, Mariah had been with Colin, her ex-boyfriend, all day and was home only a few minutes before she was.
I'm sorry, I think Colin did it. Don't tell me if I'm right, but I don't know, something just screams to me that it was Colin. Ex-boyfriend.
Found.
She's texting her friend to let her know. Also, look at her face right here. This is how I know she's not involved at all. That is a face of someone who is truly terrified. Yeah, they all want to go be near Rogan.
Dead. This made Colin a major person of interest that the cops would interview later on. But for now, there are more pressing matters. It turns out Mariah was in town for a bike race and had brought along with her a $14,000 racing bike, which could have been a massive target for someone. And as the cops would soon find out, that bike was missing. It quickly became a possibility that someone could have been waiting for Mariah to be home alone and attempted to rob the bike, only for Mariah to resist and end up getting killed.
I think it's probably going to be a little deeper than that. I mean, they did say there was a love triangle at the beginning of this video, so if I say you're right and I also have no clue because I haven't watched this, I mean, I guess you could say I'm right if you agree with me, but if you know, don't tell me.
Being their only lead, officers needed to trace down where this bike went.
But if you just like to cut to my jib, feel free.
That's her bike cover, yeah.
So where would the bike go?
Probably there.
Does she keep the bike in the garage or where does she keep the bike at?
So she's right through this first unit right here. This is her and these are her landlords. So
this bike cover is the
big space, yeah.
So where would her bike be at? Where would she keep her bike?
I mean, it would be right inside the door. Yeah.
Is her bike's inside the door? Is there a bike? Anywhere? You see a bike?
Yeah, it's a beautiful house.
She said she would put it right by the door. No bike.
Bike definitely gone.
That's negative, Jobs.
With no trace.
People have been killed for less than 14K. I won't tell you. I won't tell you, but he. Oh my
the
God.
Bike in the house, officers decided to begin searching the woods nearby when they made a discovery that showed them they were on the wrong track completely, leaving them with absolutely zero leads.
If that guy's a biker too, makes sense he'd want that bike,
Somebody
right?
might be in here. This might be the
And it's
bike.
his ex-girlfriend. Maybe he bought her that bike.
Somebody might be.
Show me your hands.
All right. Over there. Airport 32, I located the bike.
Since the bike was dumped nearby, officers suspected that this was placed as a red
Yeah,
herring.
he
for them
died?
to
Oh my
chase.
God.
Officers are being tricked. And if the killer is smart enough to trick officers, they're also smart enough to begin covering up their tracks. This is why the officers swiftly moved to gather evidence from the scene, the most important of which are the shell casings from the bullets used.
There's one right there.
Yeah, I've seen people been off for like 20 bucks.
There's one right there.
Okay.
Those bullet shells will help cops identify the gun used. Now they just had to find that gun and the shooter, who officers initially believed could have been Cash.
Absolutely.
It is for this reason that officers bring Cash back to the police station in order to conduct.
I mean, I know this is like completely tasteless and not the best time to say this, but Cash is a very pretty girl.
A crucial test to confirm whether she's
I gotta
innocent
get
or
my
not.
my goon phase
I'm gonna tell you
in.
this up front. By no means in the world do I think that you did any of this. Okay. But
Look how
what
drained
they're-
she
what
looks,
they're gonna
man.
do, we're just gonna have them swab your hands for gunshot residue. If we don't do this to you, then in court they can say, "Oh, what about this other person? Why didn't you do this part of the investigation?"
A GSR
And there's a
or
ghost in
gunshot
there.
residue swab test of Cash's hands presented a negative result. Considering that Mariah was in a very narrow space of the home, officers concluded that Caitlin could not have been the one to murder her. Fortunately, though, Cash did provide an important piece of information. The last person in contact with Mariah was Colin Strickland.
That guy looks like a killer. He just looks like a straight killer. And not in a
Digging
cool
deeper
way.
into this, cops discovered that the two were having drinks at a nearby cafe and have never suspected that this would be the last time that they saw each other. This is why Colin was an important lead who could give officers valuable insight about the events leading up to the murder. But before police went in to interview Colin, they noticed some houses in the neighborhood had CCTV cameras installed, which could possibly help reveal the killer's identity. When investigators watched the footage back, they found something very interesting.
All right, we got a black
CCTV
SUV
footage
driving
revealed
by.
This black Jeep driving directly towards Cash's home where Mariah was staying that night. The moment it arrived, Ring cameras caught this gut-wrenching audio.
Oh, you can hear her screaming.
And immediately after the shooting,
Hey, thanks, Path of Monsters.
Strangled by a really weak guy.
Always got the Monster Bros coming through.
All day.
That Path of Monsters super chatted $2.
Thank you for the $2, Path of Monsters. Appreciate you, brother. Hope you're having a good night. Sweet God says, don't you go disappointing me about ghosts now. I just got let down on a psychic prediction an alien invasion. Oh, no. Who would win in a fight? Supernatural ghosts or aliens? He might be. I think it's... Hang on, we'll go back a second because I want to show you guys this again. You can hear... you can hear the car pull up, and then you hear her scream, and then gunshots. Yeah, the cameras never lie. But listen again. I'll turn it up for you guys.
Gut-wrenching audio. And immediately after...
Just like that. That fast, man. That fast, and she was gone. And you could hear how terrified she is. Like, as soon as she saw whoever it was, knew right away she was in deep trouble.
After the shooting, the killer escaped.
So it's definitely whoever's in that black SUV.
Although this was a massive breakthrough, there was one
Gotta be
glaring
Colin.
issue. Officers had no way of identifying the driver. After all, the cameras were too grainy, and the vehicle was too far away for officers to get a shot of the driver or run the plates. However, only a few days later, they come across something incredibly interesting when going to question Colin Strickland, Mariah's ex-boyfriend.
Oh, look! It's a Jeep.
This is the same black Jeep that officers saw on cameras parked right outside Colin's home.
It was a predicted aliens would abduct people during the Brazil-Scotland game tonight. We lost 3-0 and no aliens. Damn. Maybe next time. Look, this guy knows he's in deep shit.
Hey, so, do you know Anna? Mo?
Yeah, he does. Mad Daddy, thank you so much, brother. I trust you. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Big love for Mad Daddy. She was gorgeous, too. I can't believe somebody would kill her. It's probably one of them situations, if I can't have you, no one can. That kind of obsessive bullshit. But if you look, watch when they ask him, do you know this person? Oh, wait, you can't see. Hang on. I got to hide the note chat for a second so you guys can see this part. Watch his eyes as he goes to, when he asks him, do you know this person? Watch very carefully.
Anna?
He rolls them in the back of his head real quick. Like, thinking like, oh, what should I say? So he's thinking of something to say or an excuse to make up.
Mo. And then Mo. Yeah, everybody calls her Mo.
Maybe they got abducted after the game.
Rider, she's
Sweet guy.
oh yes, gravel rider. Yes, I do. Okay, so there's really he's with the safest, sir. So apparently last night she passed away. How did Emily?
Yeah, sorry. This guy's lying. This guy's fucking lying.
Right now it's an open investigation, but it is being investigated.
He already knows she's dead. He killed her.
Right now, the cops know he was the last person to see her alive. They've discovered a vehicle in his driveway that matches the one captured on security cameras.
They're gonna dump one of the players.
Rack attached to the rear end. Colin
That would have been
has just become
pretty
their
big
number
news,
one
though, Sweet.
suspect. But he doesn't realize this yet, as officers continue to question him.
Okay. Wow. Do you happen to have her mom's address by any chance? I know that she lives in Vermont. I have an address for her brother.
Now, if he starts volunteering more information, like frivolous stuff, then you know he's guilty of shit. That's one thing these killers all do, is they all volunteer information that has nothing to do, like, with the detectives asking.
But we're just trying to send someone to her mom's address instead of us actually calling her over the phone. Didn't know. I don't know. That's her mother. Okay. We went to Deep Eddy yesterday afternoon, and then we heard her, and I dropped her at the apartment she's been staying at.
And then you killed her, didn't you, son of a bitch?
After about 6:30. Yeah.
The cop intentionally avoided telling Colin how Mariah died, as they do with any suspect in a murder case. But they know.
Well, to be fair, Sweet Goth, if she made a bold claim like that someone was gonna get abducted by aliens in the middle of the World Cup, I mean, she's kind of asking for the debunkers to give her a bunch of crap.
Notice his body language is concerning, as he is barely able to look them in the eyes. This could either be because of pure shock, as the two had spent the previous day together, or in the worst case scenario, he's afraid to look them in the eyes because he had something to do with the murder. So to uncover these secrets, police started looking into Colin's life and his history with Mariah. This is when they discover Caitlin Armstrong, Colin's girlfriend who separated from him in October 2021, but then got back together a month later in November. However, during their breakup period, he had a month-long romantic affair with Mariah and remained in contact with her even after he resumed his relationship with Caitlin. Immediately, officers begin suspecting that Caitlin could be one of the major suspects in this investigation.
Maybe he was trying to, like, prove that he was dedicated to the new girl, so he went and killed the girl that he had the affair with, which I think is completely ridiculous for guys to do that. But usually when that happens, it's because the girl wants him to go do that, to prove that, you know, he's with her.
These suspicions were further confirmed when they ran the plates of the black Jeep and found that it didn't belong to Colin, but it was actually owned by Caitlin.
Oh,
Considering that
twist!
Colin was good friends with Mariah and Caitlin hated this made her a suspect in this investigation. So to get to the bottom of this,
Okay. That's a curveball. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he found out that they hung out and then she went and killed her.
officers bring in Colin 2 days after the murder in order to achieve two objectives with one interview. The first would be able to see whether Colin has a solid alibi that he can present to the officers. After all, whether he did it or not, Colin was the last person to see Mariah alive. And the second is to gather information that can be used against other suspects, like Caitlin.
And you said that y'all left around like 6:30 to... I don't
Yeah, me too. I've never seen this one.
We must have had a full burger at about 7:45 or even later, probably maybe more like 8. Yeah. Just as it was getting dark. Okay. Because we went straight to her place.
I need to stop eating these nerds jelly beans.
I got you. Those get cooling off.
Best candy ever, but bad for your teeth.
What about whenever y'all were at the bar? Was there anybody that was like watching y'all, or I just was acting weird with Mo, or Mo didn't know she doesn't live here, so no, not at all. Yeah, nobody. Anybody that like tried to hit on her at the bar or anything, or no? Okay. No, not that I saw. Nor that she mentioned. I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary.
I take breaks from time and time again.
Cops are looking for more than just details of what he and Mariah did that day. They're going to try and figure out why exactly the black vehicle from the murder scene was conveniently parked at Colin's home.
Part of me thinks it was the girl now. Because girls, they do not, like, if they think that you're trying to steal their man, they do some crazy stuff.
Whenever I was over there earlier, I saw there was the other car, because you said that you drive a motorcycle and then you drove the Mercedes.
Drove Mercedes.
Up here. I guess the other one is hers.
Nice. Cheeseball is a solid
Okay,
choice.
so that belongs to her. Okay. All right. So you got back around like 7:30.
I don't know exactly when that was. I think I texted.
Yeah, you got to get your
Kayla
snacks
at
out
that
for
point. He was
this.
saying, "Hey, are you still out getting food?" Yeah, more like 8:30 is when I dropped her off at her house.
Okay.
Like just before dark. So I texted Caitlin as I was like after I left.
Okay. And that was whenever you.
It says 8:36. And I think she was doing yoga.
All right, so 15 minutes from when Colin drops off Moria to Mariah's murder. That means that this girl could have been sitting by and watching this whole thing play off. Maybe he kissed her goodbye or something, and that was like, that's it, this bitch is dead.
Class, she showed up. Kind of close.
So you're getting back home. She's not home. What time was it that she got home?
Short right after I texted her, probably 9:20 or so. That's 9:21.
Okay. Like where had she been? Like that whole.
She'd had actually a laser hair removal appointment. She said at 7 p.m. downtown.
I'd be like, let me see that coochie. Is it clean? If that hair is not laser removed, then you were the killer.
And then after that, I'm not exactly sure. She had texted me asking if I wanted to meet
If the
up,
pubes
and
do not
reply,
fit,
and
you
then
must acquit.
I didn't see her or hear from her until I was back at home.
And did she say anything like whenever she got home of like where she'd been?
No, but she was in her like a yoga outfit, carrying a yoga mat.
Although Colin had heard from Caitlin the night of the murder, he couldn't give her a solid alibi and didn't even know exactly where she did her yoga classes. He also managed to avoid mentioning his romantic affair with Mariah, but he'll soon be left with no choice but to tell the cops everything.
So how long had you and Caitlin been dating?
About a year and a half, maybe 2 years actually.
Okay. And then how long was it that y'all had broken up? Whenever
Here, let me smell your cooch.
Very long, actually.
While you were dating Mo, Caitlin was still living with you?
She was moving out.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she had another house. She had a sister in town, and yeah, it was definitely very.
I was about to say that would probably be pretty.
It definitely was
awkward.
It was kind of almost like something I felt like I like to force the situation, which is stupid. But
so, why was it that you had to change the name from Mo?
No, Caitlin. I think Caitlin's. I think both their names Caitlin, right? But Cash was the girl who with the brunette hair, as where this Caitlin girl with the black SUV is doesn't look like his girlfriend. So I think it could have just been her friend. But yeah, they both are named Caitlin, I'm pretty sure, and I think that's confusing.
Oh, just because in the past Caitlin has looked at my phone, and I just didn't want to surface.
Basically, that would always start fights.
Exactly.
Basically, nobody else can have you.
Yeah. You know.
So he gets kind of jealous.
Yeah,
Understandable. I mean,
wasn't exactly unique to Mo or anything.
Yeah, I got you.
After listening to Colin, officers achieved what they set out to do. First, they cleared Colin, who had texts and times to back up his alibi. Secondly, they managed to gather information about Caitlin, whose entire story is shady. That means that out of the 3 suspects that officers have, Colin, Cash, and Caitlin.
I think that's why they're calling her Cash. Because they're both, I think her name's Caitlin Cash, and this is Caitlin too. But this is the girl that was doing the CPR. She's clear. That just leaves these two. And this guy apparently has alibis that clear him, so he's clear. Which, I'll be honest, maybe the fact that when she found out she was dead, he immediately knew it was her. and that like freaked him out. But this girl is so dumb. I'll tell you why. She's so obsessed with this guy being hers that now she's going to go to jail forever and she's not going to have any guy ever again.
Only Caitlin's movements are entirely unaccounted for. This is why cops were now more suspicious of her than ever, but had no irrefutable evidence to arrest Caitlin. At least, not until the cops searched the police database and hit the jackpot. Caitlin Armstrong had a warrant on her head for a minor infraction. It was all they needed to bring her in and then use it as an excuse to question her about Mariah.
All right, so I'm Detective Connor, and so my partner is actually talking to Colin right now. So I wanted to come in here and start chatting with you and everything, so you don't have to wait super long.
I love that they picked a girl to interrogate her because I'm pretty sure Caitlin already hates this girl. She's like one of them girls that just hate other girls.
So it sounds like you may have some information, may have witnessed something, so I just wanted to chat with you about some stuff.
Cash was the one who did CPR.
But you're here for a warrant right now, I guess. Are you familiar with what you have going on with that?
No idea.
Okay, so I guess it was like a theft of service warrant, something kind of minor. Nothing. Okay. So that's why you're here. You've got a theft of service warrant. That's why you got picked up today and everything. So I was just letting you know on that part.
Observe how the detective maintains an almost nonchalant demeanor, despite the gravity of the situation. This is deliberately done to create a sense of security for Caitlin, ensuring she remains unaware that she is under any suspicion by the police. Despite this, Caitlin appears noticeably tense and uneasy.
Can you tell me what it was that was the theft of service?
I can look. I'm not sure what it is at this point, but I can look that up later.
Yeah, she's being interrogated by Minnie Mouse.
For sure. But because you are here and because you were under arrest for that portion
I like her tattoos though.
of it, we always have to read Miranda and stuff because I want to talk to you about some other stuff that's unrelated to that.
The officer has ignored Caitlin's questions about her warrant because she is more focused on digging up information about Mariah's murder, a tactic that becomes dangerous as Caitlin begins to raise concerns about her legal counsel.
If I have an existing warrant and you don't know what it's about, do I need an attorney here?
So the warrant is just a Class B, just theft of service type thing. The reason I'm here is because your name came up during a conversation with Colin. I think there's a lot more information that you have that can kind of explain some of the stuff he's saying. But to be able to do that, I have to read you your rights, just so that you know and you're protected and things like that, okay?
Okay, and so if you're reading me my rights, then I should
That's because of the warrant, because you're under arrest for the...
That's why they didn't tell her about the murder, because now she's instantly like, I think I need an attorney. But why, dude, why would she need an attorney for a theft of service? She knows what she did. She knows what she did.
Warrant. So you're technically in custody because of that warrant. So they're two separate things. Does that make sense?
I think so, but I have never heard.
Even though they have Caitlin exactly where they want her, one tiny mistake is about to allow someone cops suspect to be a killer to walk away scot-free.
Oh, no.
Well, good news. So that's what they were just knocking on the door is apparently that warrant, the date of birth was wrong. So it had your name, but the date of birth is wrong. So it's to a different person. So that's not, you're not under arrest, okay?
Okay.
I know, it's a little crazy.
Although the cop tries to make a joke of the situation, Caitlin now knows that she can leave whenever she wishes. After all, cops have no legal ground to hold her any longer. This is why it's down to this.
Well, yeah, because well, I think it's a strategic interruption, because if they kept her there, knowing, like, making her think she has a warrant for her arrest and she's in custody, that could get the other charges, like, dropped. Because, or it could fuck up at least it can mess up their other case. It can mess up their other case. I don't know if it could get them dropped, but it would definitely mess up their other case because they're holding her against her will.
Cop to try and convince her that talking is the right thing to do.
But I would really like to talk to you and clear some stuff up because Colin did bring your name up, and I think there's a lot more information that you have that can kind of clear some stuff up. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. I feel like I should have an attorney present.
So that's totally your choice. So at this point, you are free to leave at any point. So this is going to be consensual at this point because you're not under arrest, okay?
To make matters worse, Caitlin has just requested an attorney. Legally, the detective is now bound to cease any and all questioning related to Mariah's murder. But she's about to thread a very dangerous line of breaking the law in order to get any information out of Caitlin.
Yeah, probably because this girl's been waiting for this opportunity to interrogate a killer, and now she's about to almost ruin the case to try to get anything out of her.
I would love to leave.
He would love to
leave. Just arrested me in front of my house, in front of all of my neighbors, and carried me in here in handcuffs in front of downtown Austin. It was incredibly
I can only imagine. Yeah, and I'm so sorry. I don't have control over that part, okay?
Yeah, I'm not upset with you.
So there's a situation that's going on. Did you hear about what's happened over the past 24 hours?
Colin walked in the house and said one of the women in the cycling community passed away.
Yes. Yeah. While Colin was talking to us, your name came up. And so that's where I would really like to talk to you because it sounds like there were some issues between you and this girl, and I think that there's probably a lot more to it that you could help explain.
Okay, I'm not sure exactly what you mean or what information you'd like.
So
just the fact that she's continuing to talk to her after she asks for a lawyer is, not something that I think most detectives would risk.
So it sounds like maybe he went out with this girl the other day, and maybe it sounds like from what he's saying that you were a little upset about it. And so that's why I kind of wanted to get your side of it, because that's not fair if he's just saying one thing and trying to go down a route. And I want to make sure that's not the case.
That is not accurate.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to chat with you, because it's a guy. He's going to say stuff. And so we want to make sure that we get both sides of the story.
She's going with we're sisters, we're girl power, we're in this together, right, girls? You can't trust anything a man says.
And everything and clear it up. So what were you doing yesterday?
I would like to leave, I think.
You'd like to leave?
Yeah.
Okay. But understand, if you do, then we only have one side of the story to go on. Mm-hmm. And from what we're hearing from Colin, it's one side and
Well, I just am uncertain as to even what you mean or what he could have said, because I didn't have any idea that he saw or went out with this girl.
Okay, yeah.
Recently.
Has he been talking to her on the side? Okay.
Oh, she's smart. Smart girl.
Don't actually know, and I would like to leave.
Okay.
At this point, getting Caitlin to talk willingly seems like a lost cause. She knows she can walk out of the station and nobody can stop her. So the detective decides to drop their bombshell evidence in the hope she might crack.
And your vehicle was seen next to her house, and we needed to talk about that, okay? Because when he's saying this stuff and then your vehicle is seen...
Yeah, I'm sure that I'm sure this is used in detective trainings of what not to do.
I want to be able to explain, okay, there's logical...
I think that she's just so desperate for a confession or something that she is blinded by the fact that she just wants this girl to admit something. And don't get me wrong, if this girl's a killer, she's a piece of trash, and the detective's way better. I think this detective's just too eager to do her job.
For this, maybe you were upset and you were just in the area or something. I don't know, because I don't have your story. When I can't explain that, and all I see is that your vehicle's over there, that kind of makes it look not too good, right? Okay. And then when we're talking to Colin and we're hearing yeah, there was some jealousy stuff going on, that doesn't sound very good. And so that's why I really want to get your side of the story, because maybe there's a lot more going on.
I would like to leave if I'm free to leave.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there was nothing that officers could do to stop Caitlin from walking out. At this point, they were incredibly suspicious of her, as her behavior throughout the interrogation...
Oh, yeah. What do you expect from Minnie Mouse? I mean, I can understand, right? Like a girl was just murdered. You don't want to let this bitch out. You want to try to stop her from ever being out in public. She's a danger to society. But at the same time, what's up, Mr. Frasco? How you doing, brother? But if this girl is like trying to like she's trying to make sure this dangerous person can't go back out onto the streets, right? So Thomas Frasco was in my Monster Jam Part 1 and 2 videos, guys. So if you recognize the name, that's why. He did a great job. I was also on his podcast last week. Good man, good man.
Meant that she was hiding something. But if officers couldn't find out what this was from Caitlin, they'd do it from the one person who knew her best.
Her
Colin
mom.
Strickland, who was called in
Colin.
a second time for an interview in hopes of uncovering more information about Caitlin. However, there is one problem. This time, Colin brought his lawyer with him. And questioning him is about to become exponentially harder.
How was Caitlin during that time? I guess it's my understanding she wasn't too happy whenever she saw Mo.
Caitlin after Mo was in Austin
We're watching some true crime, and this story is getting juicy.
for a week.
This poor girl was killed, was gunned down, and apparently there's a love triangle going on. So this is her boyfriend, or her ex-boyfriend, and then they just had that guy's current girlfriend that's jealous of the girl, and now we're pretty sure it's the girl that killed her. But now, since the girl is, playing the attorney game, we're here to find out who is involved. But we know it's one of these two. For sure, it's either this showed right here, or it's the crazy girl that just walked out.
Mo and I had broken up with Caitlin before Mo came to town.
Mm-hmm.
And then I actually did not know that she was coming to Austin in October. I had no idea. We hadn't discussed that, and I don't think so, because it felt like a surprise. And then she was here, and I just said, "Oh, let's hang out." So I was mentally ready to kind of move on. And I know after Mo left town after a week, Caitlin's things were still at my house. We were sleeping in separate rooms.
Okay.
And effectively, Caitlin was on Bumble. I know she had made several dates with people. I don't know. I never asked what extent they were evolving a relationship. But I
I don't trust this guy either, Mad Daddy. I don't trust this guy a bit.
know that she had several men that she was dating of sorts, and I was fine with it. I mean, that was kind of the understanding, of course. Mm-hmm. So, it just seems very weird to me that there would be any dwelling on fixating on a person when she was moving on to other relationships, at that time.
From what Colin says, the two clearly had a troubled relationship, especially considering the facts that both Colin and Caitlin rebounded while on break. This is why officers need to dig deeper into what Caitlin acted like, both during and after.
Oh my God, the girl has posted on her Instagram story her pointing a gun. Dun, dun, dun. And they didn't find a casing, so if she shot her with a revolver, they wouldn't leave a casing.
This time to determine if she showed obsessive traits in her personality.
It's just kind of going back to, me just trying to figure out, just kind of how she is, her personality and stuff. I mean, if you were to ask me about, hey, how was your wife? Well, yeah, I'm going to tell you, she's always happy. But does she get mad? Yes, everybody gets mad. That's natural. I'm not going to blow that out of proportion. Do I think that my wife could go and kill somebody? No. There's no way in the world. Do I think my wife would hit somebody? No. Now, if you ask me that about my 6-year-old son, yeah.
Yeah, Sarah, I know you probably know. This video is a year old. Sarah's probably itching to tell us who did it. Thank you, though, for being patient and not spoiling it for us, Sarah.
It wouldn't surprise me if he wouldn't punch somebody at all.
I think Caitlin would hit somebody. No, I honestly don't, because it would be too... I don't know. Do I think Caitlin could kill somebody? No, I don't.
If Caitlin had been planning to murder Mariah, Colin was about to make it clear he suspected nothing all along.
I said, I think y'all need to stop talking to each other. You need to separate yourselves from each other while the fact finding is going on. I just don't think it would be helpful.
Of course.
And so I don't think there's been there's definitely not been any being together.
Since she left, and I left Friday midday, eventually to get a new SIM card for my phone, which I assumed was okay.
Yeah.
Had the same number.
You're allowed to have a phone.
Yes,
right.
yes.
And
And then saw Claire. Since then, I have
They both lawyered up so fast.
not
That's shady.
haven't spoken with Caitlin or seen her. And so the two detectives came by my house yesterday, looked at that, asking if she was there, if I had seen where she was. And my father had contacted her yesterday morning. He had gotten in touch with her. I gave him the number that Caitlin had given our mutual attorney.
Has she ever mentioned in the past of wanting to hurt Mo?
No, she's never mentioned wanting to physically hurt.
Okay. Do you think that she is capable?
If I thought she was physically capable of hurting another human, I would have extricated myself immediately from that situation. Not only for my...
Yet he didn't look shocked when they told him that Mo was murdered. Something's not adding up here, pal. Something's not adding up.
Not so much for my own personal safety, but my concern for another human.
So what's that answer?
The answer is no.
Okay.
I don't believe in any way she's capable of that.
Okay. The gun range that she visited with her sister, do you know where that gun range is?
I think it was on South I-35. I told them to go to the Reds, which is now something else, which is the one I drove past on my way to school for 12 years at the Waldorf school.
We always say it's smart to get a lawyer, but we hate when the people get... Yes, absolutely. It sucks for us. Like, it's smart for their lives to get a lawyer and their future, but for content's sakes, it's cucking the content getting a lawyer.
But they went to another one because a mutual friend had been there.
You bought the guns, right?
I bought the guns, yes.
When was that?
I think early December.
Okay.
There's a receipt with them. I'm sure you could look at the receipt.
In an ironic twist, Colin had bought Caitlin a gun for self-defense, but after police conducted a firearm examination, it just so happened that the bullets it used were the same caliber that were found near Mariah's body. So far, the cops had evidence of Caitlin's car at the scene, they knew about her obsessive behavior, and they knew she owned the same...
So nice to see you. Would love to see you again. Hello, you there? Why aren't you replying? Oh my god, this woman is... This is the killer, dude. This has got to be the killer. If it's anybody else, I'd be shocked. He might be aware of it, though. But yeah, this woman's batshit crazy. Batshit crazy.
Same model of gun that was used to kill Mariah. But while they searched for her whereabouts, the investigation continued to uncover crucial and damning evidence that not only heavily suggested Caitlin was responsible for Mariah's death, but also cleared Colin of any wrongdoing. The cops gathered all cell phone data and compared it to the surveillance footage, allowing them to map the movements of Mariah, Colin, and Caitlin on the night of May 11th, 2022.
The fact that she wouldn't talk at all tells me right away that it was Caitlin. It had to be Caitlin. Colin seemed like he genuinely liked this girl. Colin may be a dumbass, but I guess being a dumbass doesn't exactly make you a killer.
Colin and Mariah were at Pool Burger after their swim and were there around 7 p.m. When they left, they headed to Maple Avenue, but didn't realize that Caitlin was stalking them and was driving in the same direction.
Shit.
Caitlin thought that turning off her cell phone would cover her tracks, but the surveillance footage caught her, and what it shows is a black Jeep eerily similar to Caitlin's closing in on the house where Mariah was killed. As Colin dropped Mariah off at the Maple Avenue address, both were completely unaware that Caitlin was secretly stalking them only yards away. The same black Jeep had driven down the back alley of Maple Avenue and was slowly heading toward Mariah's address. Moments after Colin left, a neighbor's doorbell camera captured audio of Mariah screaming for her life before she was murdered.
No hesitation.
Colin's cell phone placed him driving away from the area before Mariah's death and cleared him as a suspect. This meant that the only person who could have killed Mariah was Caitlin. All that was left to do was arrest her. But when officers went to find her, they discovered a massive problem. Just hours before they solved the murder, Caitlin had left the country under a fraudulent
Oh, yeah. Dude, she is flat crazy. Dude, she didn't waste it no time. She went in there and immediately shot the girl.
passport, which was originally her sisters. Caitlin likely did this to avoid using her own passport in case officers were keeping tabs on her, but the fraudulent passport gave her enough time to escape. After getting a search warrant for her Gmail records, officers found a flight ticket that was booked for a one-way flight to Costa Rica. Even CCTV footage obtained from Austin Bergstrom International Airport in Austin showed her boarding into the plane. An initial investigation into her records showed that she had booked a hostel in Santa Teresa Beach while working as a yoga instructor. So, to lure her out, an officer sent a message out on social media asking for a yoga teacher in the local area. Soon, Caitlin took the bait and replied to the ad and agreed to meet up. But in the month that she'd been on the run, she'd taken some extreme measures in order to conceal her identity. Caitlin had undergone several surgical operations to alter her appearance, but there was no fooling the arresting officer, who recognized Caitlin from her eyes. She was arrested and flown back to the United States, where she was charged with attempted murder.
Jeez, I don't think I've ever seen someone do more guilty behavior than this chick did.
However, that wasn't the end of it, because in October 2023, Caitlin tried to escape again by taking advantage of a doctor's appointment outside of jail. She can be seen here fleeing from the cops after she jumped from a bathroom window. This time, she was caught almost instantly. If the several attempts to escape justice and falsifying of documents weren't enough to convince a jury Caitlin was guilty, then the surveillance footage and the testimony of Colin Strickland, and most importantly, the ballistic analysis that matched the gun to the shell casings found at the scene of the crime certainly were enough to convince them. Consequently, a year and a half later, on November 16, 2023, Caitlin was found guilty of first-degree murder, and she was sentenced to 90 years in prison for the
Lock
cold-blooded
her
murder
up.
of Mariah Wilson.
Lock her ass up, dude. What a crazy bitch, man. What an absolutely crazy chick, dude. Thank you, Sarah, for not telling us. Although, as soon as I found out about that girl, I don't know. I mean, I guess I was unfair to Colin. I still don't like his reaction, though, when he found out she was dead. Like, he didn't seem like he cared at all. Most people would probably be pretty upset about that, you know, that their friend was just killed. So, that's weird, man. That's weird. How long is the video that Blue Jay sent me about the other thing? Let's see here. I cheated on my cousin because you were mean. Abbott preach. Is there a shorter one where, all right, maybe I'll just skip the Abba and Preach talking about it and just watch her part.
I have come to terms with the fact that I suffer with depression.
Oh my God, I'm so depressed. I'm so depressed.
Because I want to do the commentary. I don't want Abba and Preach to do the commentary. I want to do it.
And share my story on the things that have been released on the internet and the things that have happened to me. First and foremost, I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. To my ex,
I will, Mad Daddy.
You, and I'm sorry that I did not take your feelings into consideration when I did what I did. And I'm taking time away to seek professional help in order to correct my mistakes, reflect on what I've done, and become a better person.
Okay, well, listen, at the end of the day, you gotta give person credit.
Myself in our relationship, and I was in a very dark place at the time when I did what I did.
Why did the mother?
Okay, but was it her real cousin or was it? Yeah, see if you can find me the real video. We'll go watch Bad Daddy's video for now, because I'm sure Abba and Preach do a very entertaining job, but if they're giving their commentary, it doesn't really leave a whole lot of room for me to give my commentary. You know what I mean? That's the only problem with like commentating on videos that are. Do the update on Reckless Ben. Oh my God, y'all! Anything else y'all want from me? Damn. Hang on, Mad Daddy sent me a dono, so I want to hook him up with his. Where did you send it, Mad Daddy? Did you put it Oh, is this in my inbox? Did you send it in my inbox, or did you send it to my actual inbox? Oh, you just sent it. Okay, here it is. I got it. All right. Let's see. These are pretty entertaining videos, I will say. These audit guys.
Excuse me, we need to know what you're doing. Go away. Stop filming here.
I think that's illegal.
You're legally allowed to, but it's kind of weird.
Are you a robot?
We don't want you here. This is totally inappropriate. This is totally inappropriate. I've asked you to stop filming. Please get a move on.
That's an assault.
This is
Oh, look, he pulls out the pepper spray.
She's a lawyer, by the way. Harvard lawyer. No, Margaret.
I don't know exactly why he's doing it. He has the right to do it. It's not breaking the law. It's perfectly legal. It's constitutional. What you're doing is un-American.
We can play this game all day.
Why is that guy in a bike helmet?
And that's simply the law. Just relax.
Let this garbage in my closet.
It's okay. Just relax. Go about your day.
Welcome to Showcase Audits. Today's showcase is from Human Wildlife Project, a silent filmer who documents public spaces without saying a single word. No narration, no confrontation, and no explanation. He never breaks character, and that's a level of commitment you rarely see in silent audits. Though by his own admission, he's not an
Thank you,
auditor,
Blue Jay.
So it should be pointed out, there's also no education, at least not directly.
All right. So I do like the fact that this guy doesn't speak, because I feel like a lot of times these auditors will go in and then make themselves like the center of attention for the content. So the fact that this guy doesn't say anything is, I don't know, I kind of dig that.
Still, the First Amendment is the First Amendment. Cameras always trigger the ignorant and entitled, but add silence, and people start having full psychological malfunctions. The kind of behavior that's genuinely worth studying and strangely compelling to watch. Go over and subscribe to his channel.
It is true. Like, nothing will piss you off more than a guy that's not saying anything. Because then you just get all up in your own head and you go crazy.
Even think about subscribing to mine. In April of 2025, Hugh, as we're going to call him, was walking the urban jungles of Berkeley, California, when he found himself among some interesting specimens at this local breakfast bar, where the mimosas were flowing, tensions were simmering, and the emotional regulation was about to collapse.
Can I ask what you're filming for? Sir? You mind if I ask why you're filming? You're pretty much hidden and behind your mask, which is like concerning. And you're filming a bunch of people here? Are you filming me?
Why? Should you be worried about being filmed, sir? Are you doing something wrong?
Please stop filming me. Sir, will you please stop filming me.
As he films him.
Sir, please stop filming me. I'm in a public place with these people, and I'd rather not be filmed by somebody who hides their identity and won't talk to me.
Dude, just what he said right there. I'm in a public place, and I'd prefer to not be filmed while I'm out. Yeah, well, you can prefer, but that doesn't mean that you can. Recording someone that is recording you when they're... Yeah. I love when people pull out their phone as though it's like a Mexican standoff with their camera. I can film you too. Now we're even. But apparently this guy's losing because now he's just like losing his shit. Why does he care so much? If somebody was filming me, I would just be like throwing up gang signs or something.
Which is you, I think. It's like concerning. And you won't talk.
What's going on?
I don't know. They won't speak at all. Well, same here, dude.
What are you doing?
Excuse me. Wondering why you're filming?
I mean, you're legally allowed to, but...
Okay, then why the fuck are you...
Weird.
It is weird, but...
Why are you filming?
That's probably why he's doing it.
Let me ask why you're filming.
And then she pulls out her phone. It's like, oh my god, it's like the same thing with these people. Why do people care so much?
I saw you before. You're filming Jewish establishments. Why?
Oh, now
What the hell was that about? Is this guy thinking of furry potato? A few behavioral patterns are already beginning to emerge here. These people can't seem to mind their own business. They need to know what's going on.
So true.
They can't let it go. and it leads to disproportionate responses. Like khaki short Carl here, who's
Honestly, this is a great way to get sued for money, and it's a great way to be able to sue people for money. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's just the fact that these people are so insecure that they flip out. Like, the only time I could see myself saying something is if someone was, like, filming my girlfriend or something. And then, or my daughter, right? Because if you're filming a kid, that's weird. But if it's just a bunch of grown-ups, like, move on with your day. Let him do his thing and he'll freaking go.
about to commit the first of many assaults in this video. But it's hard to be intimidated by a guy in dad shorts who looks like that one uncle who hugs you for way too long. Actually, come to think of it, that is pretty scary.
Are you still filming me?
Look, he comes with a water bottle.
I do not consent to be filmed. I want you to stop filming me. Will you stop filming me, sir?
There's an
Have some
assault.
water, sir.
There's an assault.
Go away. Stop filming here.
There's another
We don't
assault.
want you here.
Another assault.
I've asked you to stop
Another
filming.
assault.
Please
Another
get
assault. There's the pepper spray. And look, then he runs away like a little bitch.
He's right behind you filming it. I know. Yeah, he's an asshole. He won't speak at all. He completely covers himself. Hi, what's this all about?
I love that he just doesn't say nothing, and these people just sit here looking stupid as hell.
I don't know what it's all about. I don't know. Do you want to film my dog?
Excuse me, we need to know what you're doing. You are on the verge of calling the police. You should not be filming us without our permission.
Nope.
This is
Sorry.
totally inappropriate.
It's America.
This is totally inappropriate. Who are you? Okay, we're gonna.
I love that everybody randomly believes that, like, all of a sudden he like they have the special touch. Now he's gonna finally speak to them.
Call the police. We're gonna call the police, okay? Now you know.
Stop taking movies.
Stop Oh, she's so old. Stop taking movies. Put me in your films.
Calling the police. I want you to know that.
Go for it, lady.
Who are you and what are you doing?
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Why are you?
We're watching an audit of a guy who's just flexing his First Amendment freedom to film in public, and but he doesn't say anything. So these people all lose their shit because he's filming them, which I guess I can understand. It's kind of weird. It's weird behavior, but at the same time, it's not illegal. So I think that's why he's doing it, to make sure that people are paying attention to the First Amendment.
Taking pictures. What's your name? Why don't you tell us your name? Do you speak English? Who's paying you?
Who's paying you?
Why are you doing
Why does
that?
everybody feel so self-important?
Don't you have any name? Don't you have any soul? Are you a robot?
There's this man taking photographs at a cafe, and he will not talk to us. We cannot.
Oh my God! You see how silly that sounds?
And you know.
Cops, there's a man. He's taking photos of us at a cafe, and he's not saying anything. Okay, what do you want us to do, lady? Like, that doesn't sound very illegal. But he's not saying anything. It's weird.
And he knows I call the police.
I'd like to ask you what you're doing.
Oh my God! And then another one.
Oh, sorry. He is? Okay, so he is on the sidewalk. Okay, but it's making us feel really...
It's like Karen Central. It's a town square of people.
Why you're filming? Hello? 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 Why are you taking pictures? Excuse me. Excuse me. Why are you taking pictures? I'm not going to answer. Sorry. I think that's illegal.
It's not illegal. She stuffs her face. I wonder... See, she should have just been doing that the whole time. See, that would make me like her if she was just being silly and having a good time. Like, but why? She has to start off by being a bitch. He's taking photos of us in a public place, put him in jail for the... Yeah. I was not prepared for the photo shoot today. Okay, I would have dressed in something a lot nicer. Oh, there's assault. There's assault.
Okay. I know, it's still legal. It is? Sure. It doesn't matter. Don't do it.
Now, that's another assault.
She's a lawyer, by the way. Harvard lawyer. Can't do that.
Okay, apparently she's a very shitty lawyer.
On that note, the cops finally arrive. Not for the assault and battery, or disorderly conduct, or blocking in the sidewalk, or abuse of 911, but because we feel uncomfortable up in here. Are they going to be typical tyrants, or will these cops actually know the law?
So, he's on a public sidewalk.
I understand.
He can film, he can do, there's no expectation of privacy for even anybody in the business here. So he can film, he's not breaking the law.
So even if,
Even if I'm uncomfortable, even if I am not having a terrible hair day, I don't trust him. He could be touching me. He could go home and whack off to these pictures. Do you see me? I'm a silver fox.
So Lee,
His decision, he's on a public sidewalk, he's not on private property. And that's simply the law. He can do what he's doing.
and so it's such a shame that, you know,
It's such a shame we can't just tase him or something for interrupting me, because this is my world.
kind of work I do, we always ask consent before we take pictures, and so that's how I thought that was the law. I mean, we're really...
Hey, there she is.
Strangled by a really weak guy. All day.
All day.
Daniel's crew super chatted $5. I absolutely dislike Hadit people. They do it all for rage bait.
Yes, typically I agree, but this guy doesn't say anything, and I kind of enjoy that. Because yes, the guys that are auditors that like make them the content or like do it, have like a very like privileged attitude. I like this guy because he doesn't say a word.
been cautious. We have to sign waivers.
Understood. So if he was on the property, he would need consent to do that.
I was going to ask the same thing. This is illegal.
No, that's not what the
It's not
officer
illegal,
said.
ma'am.
It is not. That's what I'm saying. I'm just waiting.
Oh, okay. You okay? All right.
Yeah, okay. I did this.
Like it's illegal. No, ma'am, it's not. I know. That's why I'm just waving. That's not what you said at all. That's not what you said at all, and that's not even close to accurate. Yeah, thank you so much for the 5, Daniel's crew. Love you, girl. Happy to see you up in the chat.
No, I know the sidewalk is tough.
I did my hair for you.
I mean, it just seemed to me that you could ask someone not to film it.
He has, I don't know exactly why he's doing it. He has the right to do it.
No,
I'm not.
But thank you for coming. A lot of us are feeling uncomfortable.
Don't you want to tell me why you're doing this?
Ma'am, you
Just ask him why.
I understand that. I can ask him.
Okay, yeah.
She's 2 seconds away from an assault charge, dude. All these people who go out and record for no reason but cause issues, I absolutely think are disgusting. Yeah, but these people aren't doing much better, Daniel Screw, either. It's an examination of the human. Like, how many of these people feel the need to be like the hero of the situation? They all just come off looking like idiots too. I can understand if you're being filmed in a private area, but like if you do go out to eat, you are fair game, you know. And I think people just need to realize that. And I think that's why these people do it, to teach the law.
Crew necks. And I hate turtlenecks, man. A turtleneck is like being strangled by a really weak
It
guy.
is.
All day.
At Mad Daddy Media super chatted $10. I only sub to auditors that do their best to respect and educate the public and public officials.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think thank you for the 10, by the way, Mad Daddy. And yeah, I can understand this guy is teaching these people like the law, and I do think that's important that people know the law. Or because look how many of these people have said that what he's doing is illegal, and it's clearly not. By the way, big shout out to Daniel's crew and Mad Daddy. Thank you guys so much. You guys are always supporting, and just let you know how much I really truly appreciate it.
You can do that.
It's a bit crazy.
Hey, bud, what you're doing is not illegal, and I'm sure you know that as well. Just don't go on the private property, and we're all good. All right, thanks. Thank you. Cool. We're all good. Thanks, dude. You're good. You're good. All right.
What just happened? Is this real life? Were
Go
these cops
Cops!
actually educated, calm, professional, and didn't even ask for ID? No ego, no intimidation. Hell, they even parked considerately. Shout out to the Berkeley PD, man. You sure don't see this every day. Of course, he still had to throw in a little directive at the end there. They just can't help themselves. With the Karen's walk of shame and the Bloody Mary starting to wear off, perhaps we can end this on a peaceful note. Surely the chaos is behind us now, right? Well, there's still a few stragglers.
Who are you with? Please identify yourself. You're taking a picture of us.
If I saw going on in public, I would just
no one knew
leave.
the
Yeah,
final boss fight was still to come. Just when things were finally calming down.
Oh
this
yeah,
dude
the
comes
helmet
out of
guy.
nowhere
Let's see
and
what
kicks
happens.
off one of the longest, most determined, and most bizarre comebacks we've ever seen.
Where's the pepper spray? What is this guy doing? Yeah, this guy's... Look, he's got a helmet like he's ready for battle. Look, he's got knee pads on. Oh, it's because he's got a little wheel. A little cycle wheel thing. This is so nuts, dude. Meanwhile, this guy's like, I'm getting great content.
Hey, do you want a pastry? I'll bring you something. Some breakfast? No? Let's try to help you. Yeah.
Do you want a pastry? I'll bring you something. Look, this lady's like giddy about this.
No pasta. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, thank you.
I don't even know where to begin with this
I
guy.
hate turtlenecks, man. A turtleneck is like being strangled.
Thank you, DC.
All day.
You guys are the
Daniel's
best,
crew
seriously.
super chatted $10, of course. Had to hit IT.
Hey, Master Toothpick commented. Bro should be playing a violin or something while recording, and very soothing and happy tone, and these people would just rage out. Yeah, they really would, dude. They really would. And thank you, Daniel's crew, again for the 10. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. You guys are the best, seriously. Definitely make it worth it.
So let's back up a second. It turns out this dude has actually been here the entire time, lurking in the background.
Oh,
You can even see
okay.
him glaring in the direction of the camera, like he's psyching himself up for something. And then there's the elephant in the room. This man unironically rides a unicycle. That alone explains quite a bit. So from this point forward,
Sir, it's a
we'll refer
power
to him
wheel?
as Unitard. Unitard comes in hot from the very start.
Unitard.
invading space, blocking paths, and in constant pursuit, even as Hugh backs away, crosses the street, and tries to avoid him entirely. And then this weird intense stare down, like he's shooting death beams out of his eyes or something.
I'm the hero. Look,
It's an attempt to
I had to put my helmet on because I'm a superhero.
establish dominance, and it fails. Lastly, one of the drunk Karens thanks him for his service.
Thank you for doing that. Yeah, thank you.
This simple acknowledgement is actually pretty telling. It's external validation, and it justifies his behavior in his mind. A man clearly out of his depth, the anger takes control, and what started as simple annoyance is now full territorial dominance, all justified by the validation from the Karens. And while we're at it, the biggest red flag of all, a topic for another day, I suppose.
The unicycle. The unicycle is the biggest issue here.
Next, Unitard upgrades his loadout, thanks to a little help from Karen.
How about this?
Oh, there we go.
Here's another big one.
Yeah, his arm's gonna get tired though at
Somehow,
some
in this guy's
point.
mind, he's the rational one here. This goes on and on and on, moving it up the street, around the block. Interestingly, neither of them saying a single word. Hugh pulls some clever jukes around objects. Unitard makes physical contact with Hugh a number of times. This ignorant employee from a nearby fish market comes out to join the stupidity.
Oh my
And
God.
finally, after 20 straight minutes of this insanity, Unitard breaks his silence. And wouldn't you know, it's full of projection, self-delusion, and desperate moral posturing.
So what's going on in your life, man? I'm just curious, what's going on in your life? Trying to understand what your motivation is for making people uncomfortable.
This right here. This right here to monetize it, put it on the internet. Get money for it.
Satisfied? Are you unhappy? You feel wrong? What do you think is going on? What makes you want to make other people uncomfortable?
Yeah, we could watch this to read while
Thought about that?
while we're waiting for this
What's the
the
source
silent
of
off to
desire?
be end.
Make other people uncomfortable. Kind of sad, but I can understand if things have gone on in your life and you're not happy, you feel wrong, whatever it is.
See, the thing is, this silent guy probably treats this like a job.
Not very productive either. It's interesting you won't look me in the eyes. Why is that?
Because then there
Why
will
don't
be
you
a,
want to look at the people that you make uncomfortable.
because then you could have a court case saying he was like feel
look me in
threatened.
the eyes,
He's trying to
have a
make sure that there's no case to feel threatened.
Or have a conversation. 'Cause I'm up for it. But really, what makes you want to do this? I'm really curious. Like, genuinely.
No, he's not.
Do you think somehow a bunch of middle-aged and older Berkeley residents are your enemy?
Or your enemy.
What do you think is the problem? If you're hungry at all, I'll get you a slice of pizza. This is a really freaking good pizza. I don't have anything to do this afternoon, so...
Well, this is gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day.
But I'd rather get you a slice of pizza and have a conversation. Guarantee you that you're not faster than me, so you're not gonna ever outrun me.
Yeah, I think that's exactly
It's
it. He
around
wants
this
to feel
point
like a
that something totally
hero.
unexpected happens. A random patriot steps in. Not to be confused with the random patriot, but a well-informed citizen who gives Unitard a free education while also calling him out on his bullshit.
Can I ask what you're doing? This guy's been filming people for like 2 hours.
Perfectly legal.
Yeah.
It's constantly protected.
And I'm constitutionally protected following him around.
Yes, but
And
you end
blocking
up
his
looking
view.
like a bad person here.
I'm not. I'm just blocking his view.
Yeah, he absolutely looks like the bad person here.
It does seem like aggression when you're running up to the guy.
Yeah.
If you go on YouTube, you can see these guys all over the place.
I know.
This guy's smart as shit.
What you're doing is un-American.
What I'm doing is...
No, it's absolutely
Chasing
un-American.
him around.
He is making
I drove by a couple times,
he's
literally chasing him
making
around
people
and making him
uncomfortable.
look like a
He's making
a weirdo when you're the
people-
one being the weirdo.
The guy with the balaclava is the weirdo? Isn't the
It's-
weirdo?
Dude, just relax.
I am
Go
relaxed.
about your day. You're being filmed hundreds of times every day. Just relax.
He is making
Good luck,
all
man.
of the clients at that cafe uncomfortable.
That's not a problem.
It is a problem.
It's making it worse because you're making it worse.
Yeah, you're giving this guy exactly what he wants, and that's a reaction to put on YouTube.
You're just making yourself look bad. You're being literally there's a law called the Karen law, and if you were to call the police right now, you would fall under that law as being a perpetrator.
The Karen law.
Of causing a disturbance.
I'm not causing a disturbance.
Absolutely causing a disturbance.
What disturbance am I causing?
It's okay.
Now, I realize that this guy can do this legally, right? But wouldn't this technically be, couldn't this fall under disturbing the peace? You know? The guy with the bald head is not, yeah, I think both these guys are kind of stupid, right? I could definitely see this guy having something better to do than filming strangers, knowing that he's going to get a reaction to go re-upload on YouTube. This guy, though, right here with the bald head is the fucking, he's the G, man. He's the real G. Like the saying goes, common sense isn't always so common anymore. But, I mean, tell me this didn't work out exactly the way he said. He goes, you're falling into exactly what this guy wants you to do. You're giving him a reaction. You're going to look like the jerk online. And even though this guy doesn't feel like he's the jerk, what do we think? Right here, he looks like the jerk. And I guess there is a Karen law, apparently. That's pretty cool, though. I didn't know that.
Just relax. Just go about your day. Am I causing? Just what's the disturbance?
This man is an absolute legend. It's reassuring to know that educated people still exist out here in the wild. I thought he was joking about the Karen law.
There's a law called the Karen law.
But it is a real thing. I'm not sure it applies here, though.
I know, man, Daddy, I know. Well, let me just look it up real quick. All right, why doesn't... Because I guess because it's... Let's find out exactly what disturbing the peace means. Here we go. Disturbing the peace is a broad legal term for behaviors that disrupt public order, tranquility, or safety. It is a catch-all offense, often classified as disorderly conduct or breach of the peace, used to penalize actions that disturb the public without necessarily escalating to severe violence or property damage. Common actions that qualify, local or states may vary in jurisdictions, including California defines the offense across three primary categories. Excessive noise, creating maliciously loud or unreasonable noise. That's probably why this guy doesn't speak, right? Public fighting, challenging someone to fight or engaging in physical combat, which is actually what this guy in the helmet's doing. Fighting words, using offensive or abusive language in public that is highly likely to provoke an immediate violent physical response. So that's exactly why this guy's probably electing to be quiet, right? It's so funny that people get really butthurt about being filmed by a person, then they walk into public places that have dozens of cameras. Yeah, it's absolutely no different between a security camera and what this guy's doing, honestly. The only difference is that you see this guy doing it. Then, I mean, the so-called protester person wanting attention. Yeah, I think he truly feels like he's like some kind of hero for this.
Finally, after what has to be the longest and weirdest comeback of all time, Unitard simply gives up and leaves, taking the long walk of shame back to his unicycle of shame. Thanks for watching this video. Go subscribe to Human Wildlife.
That was good. That was a good one, Mad Daddy. Thank you for that. All right, we got one more. This is Blue Jays video. Let me go find it here. So this is the one where the lady, I guess, made out with her cousin, cheated on her boyfriend with her cousin. Now, is this like her real cousin, though? Is this like her, like actual blood relative, or is it like, because I know that a lot of African Americans will refer to their cousins as like just friends, but the unicycle of shame, All right, I'm sorry I cheated on you with my cousin.
Hello everyone, I am here to...
E.G. Lately, the first video is his response to hers, and the one in the middle is his first video. So should I do it in order of... All right, hang on. I want to do this in order. So did he come out first? My girlfriend cheated on me with her cousin. So I'm guessing Enoch Kenneth put his out first, then she responded with my truth, and then he responds to the allegations. Oh, her real cousin. My God. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna get ugly real quick, I imagine. All right, let's find out. I wonder if this is like real or if it's a publicity stunt.
Cheated on me with her cousin. See, shit like this ain't even funny because I wouldn't have even wished this on my worst enemy. Who the fuck preyed on my downfall this much for some shit like this to happen to me? Now, I'm not gonna drop no names or anything, but y'all know who she was. You know, I posted with her, you know, obviously she's my ex now. I don't even know why I say girlfriend, bro. We made content together. We dated for a couple years and all of that ended recently, bro.
I got it right.
I had to call it quits, bro. As of last week, I had to call it quits, bro. I caught her cheated on me in my house.
He's got the goon. He's got goon cave in his
and she had the audacity
house.
to cheat on me with her blood cousin. Now you're probably asking,
okay,
how
blood
is she
cousin.
still roaming the earth? Me personally, I would have put her 6 feet under, but nah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Yeah, it's like a different type of self-control I had in that moment where I was just like, you know what, bro? It's not worth it. I have no enemies. On some Thorfinn, Vinland Saga type shit. But to be honest, I think this was just my canon event. You know, it was bound to happen. Everyone tried to warn me about these light skins, but I tried to take on the challenge. Now look at me, my nigga. You're probably wondering, how did I catch her cheating? What exactly happened?
Florida just passed the law you can marry your cousin.
So it was like
what?
last week or maybe like last week and a half, bro. I was like literally in the crib. She was
Daniel's Crew says, no, the difference is that security cams are for protection and keeping people safe. These people are the opposite. I know. They are frustrating, but they are trying to educate people. And I guess, you know, I could see why it'd be valuable information.
Taking a shower or whatever,
and it's
bro.
good content
Really quick,
for us, so everybody wins.
Information, bro. So lately, bro, I've been noticing she's always on FaceTime with this nigga, bro, and it's her cousin.
Okay,
bro.
Blue
She's
Jay.
always on FaceTime with her cousin, but it's like, what normal person would think that's weird? Like that's her cousin. Like I thought it was on some normal ass shit. Like, you know, like I guess I didn't realize that they were sleeping on the phone together. That every time I would come near her, she would go on mute or whatever. But that's not the point. She was in the shower and I heard her talking on FaceTime, so that was like a red flag. So I walked.
Have you ever wanted to bang your cousin? I can't say I have.
Near that restroom, like this is my restroom, then there's like another room and another restroom over there.
I don't think I've ever looked at any of my cousins and been like, yeah, that's what's up.
I walked near that restroom, the doors are locked, which was also suspicious because why are you locking the doors? But I heard her say the word gains, as in like gym gains, and I heard yams come out her mouth. And once I heard that, I'm like, who are you on FaceTime with and why are you talking about yams, my nigga? So basically, I have like a little cat litter box, but it's like a AI advanced $900 litter box that has a camera for some reason, and it's in her restroom. So I was able to connect to that shit, and I basically seen her at the mirror of her restroom with her phone plopped up. You know, the FaceTime shit was on, her camera was on, and she was on FaceTime just showing straight yams to that nigga. Like I'm talking about 360s in the camera, grabbing yams, just everything, bro. Just butt ass naked, bro. And at that moment, bro, my heart sunk, bro. I was like, damn, it's GG's. She just.
So my cousin would be considered my half brother because my mom is an identical twin. Ah, it's interesting.
Just cheated on me. But that's not how it ended though. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Because I didn't want to make it seem like I knew and I caught her and she was gonna try to play victim. So I walked up to her room, I knocked on the door. I was like, let me see your phone real quick. I grabbed her phone and I noticed her like grabbing that shit, like, but like not really grabbing it in like a way where like she made it obvious she was hiding something. So I just grabbed it and sped walked to my room and then I locked my door. And that's when she started banging on my door saying, Kenneth, open the door, give me my phone.
No matter what happens, we can't have any hidden resentment or bad feelings that could F up our bond. Like, if we go through a breakup or some, obviously, it might not feel good, but no matter what, we can't have hidden resentment after or once N-word get in the next relationship or anything. If we feel some, we gotta say it and talk about it. TB on both sides. You feel me? It just started. Can we resume this momentarily? But yeah, that promise is a hard one to keep. Favorite fave cousin.
Okay, I have clothes on. Can you open the door, please?
Yeah, I feel you. I don't got any words of encouragement because I don't want to feel this either. We got to make a promise now. It gets like that. Access, this is what we signed up for. The sacrifice. What promise? And then he leaves a voicemail.
Hello?
What helps me like this oh my god, the typing is breaking my mind. This is, I just remember that we both agree we'll always be close no matter what. So you know you'll still be here kinda if this has to end. That's true. I know I'll never lose you. I'm just worried from us getting this intertwined. Like if we had to end or be heartbroken and have to go through these emotions again, or that I'll feel a way when you eventually get with someone else. Yeah, I feel you. I ain't got any words of encouragement either because I don't want to feel it. Oh my god, dude. This is so weird, dude. This is so weird. Just to let you know, yeah, Yams isn't Yams butts, right? It's butt cheeks.
Hello?
Chinese?
Kenneth!
Like, I be thinking this isn't gonna go nowhere, not because neither of us don't want it to, but because it can't, and that be fucking me up, like, on some I really wish we just weren't cousins.
Please!
Oh my god. Yeah, I feel you. What helps me when I think like this is I just remember that we both agreed we'll always be close no matter what. So, you know, oh my god, it's so so gross.
Please, open the door, let's talk.
You're actually like a psychopath, gang.
Can we talk, please?
Like you really.
It's true. I'll never lose you. I'll just be worried. Okay, now we read this.
Fucked up in the head.
Can we talk, please?
Nah, gang, we're good. I'm good.
Open the door.
I'm good off of you, bro. Get on my house.
Open the door.
Get on my house, bro.
Can I talk to you, please?
I feel you. I think I am in deeper too because every time I think of the future, I always picture you in it. That is so damn cute.
Kenneth, please, open the door. Let's talk first. If this is it, let me just talk to you.
No, this is it, gang.
Okay, that's fine. Let me talk to you, though.
Like, I feel like way more endearment towards you. I think after Kentucky, I'm deeper. Why you say that? I feel like I'm way more endearment towards you and also more disconnected from Kenneth. I feel like I can visualize you as a boyfriend figure. The cousin stuff be fucking me up in a different way too because I be worrying this is like a fruitless love. You know what I mean? I just don't want to get heartbroken, OSS. On some shit.
And the more she said that, bro,
Oh
I was
my
digging through her phone.
God.
I went through Hidden. If y'all don't know about Hidden, bro, check your girl's Hidden. Fucking iMessage has like recently deleted text messages. Check that. I went through Snapchat. I went through fucking. I tried to go through Maya's only on Snapchat, but I didn't figure out the password. I went through her notes. I went through everything, bro, and I seen.
Yeah, I don't know how you look at your cousin and think this stuff.
Tons of explicit photos from her and him, and then I went through the text messages and there was a bunch of weird shit going on, bro. Like she was talking about that nigga being
I feel like I can visualize you as a boyfriend figure.
material. She was saying she feels a disconnect from Kenneth. She was saying all types of shit, bro. And honestly, bro, I wanted to crash out at that moment, but obviously I couldn't because I would go to jail. And you know, yeah, I'm a good civilian. I'm not gonna crash out over a girl, but it was sick to see, to be honest, bro. Like, I genuinely was throwing up. I'm not gonna lie, you could ask all my homeboys. I was calling them. I was in my restroom throwing.
Yo, man, what's up? Yeah. I just found out my girl smashing her cousin. Like, what do I do?
Up just nonstop, bro. Everything I ate prior to that, I threw it all up, bro. It was sick, bro. Like, I genuinely feel like 2 years went down the drain. But like, to your cousin though, like, there's a bunch of like scenarios where like my homeboys thought she was doing something with somebody else or whatever. But her cousin, like, I think that's how she got away with it for so long, because it's like you don't expect your girl to be doing something with her cousin, my nigga. Like, I thought that was some Alabama like movie type shit. I didn't know that really happens in real life. So yeah, once I found that shit out, bro, I ain't gonna lie, nigga, I got my phone.
bet, Daddy.
Took pictures of everything. I wish I scrolled some more, but you know, I like once I seen it, I was just ready to kick her out, bro. I took pictures of all the pictures she took for him, all the pictures he sent her.
Oh my
text messages, everything, bro. It's all on my phone just in case she wants to fucking deny or lie to me. It was all on my phone. I gave her phone back. I told her she had to go.
I'm so sorry, Kenneth.
I don't care. You can't. There's nothing you can say to me right now. You did what you did. You gotta face that. You gotta go.
This is something that I only did recently. Just know that in all of my relationships.
This is something I've only done recently. I just started fucking my cousin. You can't be so upset.
And I cared for you a lot. You know that. I'm sorry, babe.
I don't care.
I only fucked my cousin once or twice.
We've always had a close relationship since we was young. And I think, like, on some mentally fucked up shit. I think like
Yeah, he's your
we had some
cousin.
psychological shit going on when we were young because like when we was little jits, like before even puberty, like we were like really close to where like some of her.
We were banging when we were kids.
Family members would notice it, and I was really having my doubts. And you know, with you've always been different than how I wanted you to be. Like,
So
That bucket list that popped up was about things they wanted to do that was very much not safe for work. I know, that's why I didn't pause on it, because I think I caught one of them and I was like, nope.
you fuck your cousin.
so what's that opportunity?
So you fuck your cousin. So you fuck your cousin. You need help, bro.
And yeah, she's not with me anymore. We're not with each other no more. But it's just like, bro, hey, all my young bulls out there, bro, learning experience, you can't trust these girls no more. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You can't trust boy best friends. You can't trust cousins. You can't trust brothers.
You can't trust
if
cousins.
This was a stepbrother, like that would have been a tiny bit better, because cousins, they got your blood. Like that's like your dad's brother's son. So like for you to do that with that nigga, bro, like that's genuinely diabolical, bro. Like, that's
It's
just, like,
diabolical.
I can't go back, bro. Like obviously in the past we broke up a couple times for bullshit, but this was just a fucking like cherry.
Yeah, you gonna come back from this. Like, how do you sleep next to her knowing she was banging her cousins? Like the next time you go to like a family party, it's just not, nope.
On top, bro. Like I can't, bro. Like I think it's gonna take me a long time to fucking recover from this, bro. I literally have not been in my groove. I haven't been posting. I haven't been. All my friends could tell you that I'm like, I was depressed, but like that shit genuinely, like it did something to my brain, bro. Like if for all y'all boys that been cheated on before, or all you ladies that's been cheated on, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like you just feel stuck in time. You don't really want closure, but like you do kind of want to know why that person did that. Why? Like the feeling of betrayal is just so sick. But honestly,
True.
bro, it's whatever to me. Like all I could do now.
My cousins were literally like my siblings. We spent every day together. My male cousin gave me away at my wedding. He was my best friend my whole life until he got addicted to heroin. Yeah, it's a damn shame. But yeah, like it's like a brotherly love. It's not like I want to take you in the back kind of love, you know? It's so weird.
Let's just stack my bread, get in the gym, and just do better, bro. But I ain't gonna lie though, it's really hard. It's really hard to like really like stop yourself from bed rotting and stop yourself from just
I'm sorry,
letting
Daniel
money
Screw.
slip through your hands.
Heroin's
Because like, bro,
rough.
I have all the ways to make money right now, but I'm just too demotivated because this shit's in the back of my head. But honestly, I know it's gonna get better, bro. But like, damn, bro, canon event of doom. Like, getting cheated on is possibly one of the worst things ever. Cause it's like you thought you knew this person for so long, like you plan a future with them. You, bro, literally, bro, I took her to see the finale of The Boys, my nigga. The finale of The Boys in a 4DX theater, bro. The chairs were moving. When niggas was getting fucking decapitated, you would feel fucking water sprinkles to emulate blood. I took her there, right?
Yeah, no, I couldn't spend money on The Boys. That's silly. All right, I think we got the gist of that one. Let's pull up the next one. Let's see what she has to say for herself. Probably no games tonight. We're having too much fun with these things. All right, so this is her truth. I mean, she's a pretty girl. I don't see why she gotta do her cousin, though. You know what I'm saying? It's so weird.
And share my story on the things that have been released on the internet and the things that have happened to me. First and foremost, I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. I want to say sorry to my supporters that I disappointed. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of, and I have to own up to them. To my ex, I'm so sorry for hurting you, and I'm sorry that I did not take your feelings into consideration when I did what I did. But our relationship was not picture perfect as it may seem. I lost myself in our relationship, and I was in a very dark place at the time when I did what I did.
I don't know. How dark of a place do you got to get to start looking at your family members like, yeah, I'd tap, I'd hit.
Own up to what I did, and I have to take accountability for my actions.
It's
And in
like
doing
beyond
that,
it.
I've come to realize-
Like, I was in a dark place when I did heroin, and not once did I ever think that, like, you know, touching a family member like that ever. I don't think it ever even was remotely something that I think entered my mind.
That I need help for myself and for all my loved ones around me.
Yeah, you definitely need
I know
help.
I've done wrong. I fucked up, and
Yeah, this is where, so the aliens just missed and got these people instead, I think.
I'm taking time away to seek professional help in order to correct my mistakes, reflect on what I've done, and become a better person.
She's probably gonna bang her psychiatrist next, which is still probably better than her cousin, but still. So when did you first start finding your cousin sexually attractive?
But I would still like to come on here to share my story because regardless, I've done wrong and I did not have to go down that route and I deeply regret it. But there's more to my story and there's a lot of lies and misinformation being spread about me in order to farm more hate and negativity towards my name. And I would like to clear up a lot of things.
Yeah, man, daddy. Yeah, like you've been single for 8 years and not once did any of your cousins start looking like an option. This is so weird, dude.
First, I want to address the note that was released online. I did not have any involvement in creating it or writing it in any way. It was only shared to me. And I also want to make this very clear. I did not have any sexual intercourse with anybody outside of my relationship.
I just sucked him off.
The rumor going around that I was cheating my entire relationship and I've been doing this for months, which is completely false because this is only a recent
I saw it in a picture. I think he looks kind of like a goober, like a little goober.
incident that had occurred. I'm not trying to make anything I've done.
Like he's just, don't get it wrong, like he's just as bad. Like the other cousin's just as bad that he's like, I'm gonna tap my cousin up and she hot.
Sound any better, but I think it's important that I share my truth because of the insane amount of lies that are being spread about me on the internet.
Did you bang your cousin? Yes or no?
Firstly, I want to clear up that I wasn't disowned by anybody, and I still have a great relationship with my mother. This was a fallacious rumor that was started by someone that I thought was a friend and is completely untrue. My family does not agree with the choices that I made, but they're standing beside me as I continue to get help and work to better myself. I also want to talk about a stream that my ex was on where he alleged that I did not want to publicly claim him and I wanted to hide our relationship from the internet. But in reality, in the first year of us being together, we actually had a popular couple page. And the real reason on why I wanted to go private was because at the time, I had a lot of people actively telling me to leave him because it was toxic.
I would often discuss his toxic behavior towards me in my live
I also want to make
streams.
it clear that any cousin or stepbrother or any content like that we made together was his idea and he convinced me to do it.
What, were they doing like OnlyFans? So like, she was doing OnlyFans stepbrother content with this guy?
The next thing
Well, no wonder where the ideas came from. If they're role playing stepbrother, stepsister for OnlyFans, then maybe she got confused and thinking that her cousin was an option now too.
I want to address is a very serious topic. It is my belief that suicide in any form should be taken serious and never lightly. While I understand the streaming business...
Yeah, that's a good point, Daniel Screw, because that does put... If she was essayed or abused as a child, that can make people think that, you know, things like this are acceptable. I think they mean just for skits, for YouTube videos. Oh, okay.
Need to say crazy things in order to get clips and impressions. The thought that somebody's personal struggle with suicide can be used by anybody for jokes and views is disgusting and cruel. While I've been off the net, it was brought to my attention that the streamer Snow Cone made up a false rumor that I admitted myself into a suicide facility in order to get attention from my ex. I was involuntarily admitted into a suicide facility because I was considered a threat to myself. It was a terrible experience and one I would never wish on myself or anybody else.
Fair.
I want to say to Snow Cone.
I mean, I don't think it's any shock to us that this girl's got serious mental issues, right? I don't think anybody's gonna doubt her there, right? If she's like getting this kind of bond with her cousin going, and just as much her cousin's fault as it is hers, clearly there's something not working correctly in her brain.
That while I understand I'm not perfect and I've done wrong, regardless of the mistakes that a person makes, that doesn't give you or anybody else
I feel like
the
she
right
probably
to
wrote this.
belittle, lie, and create false allegations about somebody's mental health. Throughout all of this, you've lied and made up rumors about me in order to hate farm me and get attention. Even though you don't care, I want to let you know that the rumors you created have garnered me more death threats and have made my mental battle that much harder.
Okay, all right. It's weird as shit that she banged her cousin, right? But like, why would anybody feel like they need to threaten to kill her or threaten to murder her for that? Like, it's weird as shit. But it don't got nothing. It's not so deep that you would feel like you need to threaten this girl with violence. I never understood that with people like that need to do, and I believe her too, because people are nuts on the internet. Like some of the stuff I get said that gets said to me over just giving my opinion on like monster trucks is vicious, dude. Vicious.
And that hurts from someone I considered a close friend. Me and my ex were involved in a toxic and abusive relationship. When I was in love with him, I was blind to the harmful behavior and abuse that was going on. Our relationship was built on unhealthy emotional attachment, and I stayed because it was all that I knew. He was my first boyfriend, he was my first everything, and I met him when I was 18, just graduated high school, and he was 21. There's two sides to every story.
That's still weird. That's weird on the boyfriend's part. I mean, I guess 21, 18 is not that crazy, but I don't know. At 21, I don't know why you're messing with high school girls.
Our relationship was unhealthy on both ends. And since he's decided to bring my wrongdoings onto the internet, I believe it is only fair that I bring attention to the things that he has done to me, because my ex was never a saint like he paints himself out to be.
Okay, now I feel like this is probably all going to be bullshit here.
We had a lot of arguments throughout our relationship, which was normal, but what wasn't normal was the verbal, mental, and physical abuse that he subjected me to. He put me through a lot in the past 2.5 years of us being together. He even forced himself on me at one point. My ex dealt with a lot of anger issues, and he would often use me as an outlet. For example, he would punch things, he would rip wires in the heat of conflicts. He would yell at me when I cried, and he would gaslit me until I believed
Honey, that is not abuse.
I was the problem. There were 2
That is just normal fights.
or 3 times where my ex would approach me unprovoked and put
Yeah, it's called mental. I've never heard it referred to that either, Daniel's crew.
me in a chokehold against the wall, and I would tell him to stop because I was scared, and he wouldn't. The next thing I'm about to say are serious allegations that I know men often get falsely accused of, but at the end of the day, all I can do is come on here, tell my truth, tell my story.
Okay. I'll give her credit. The fact that she opened it up with that, kudos to her. That men falsely get accused of what she's about to accuse this guy of. I think that I'm more inclined to take what she's saying now seriously, knowing that these things can get made up quite often.
Whether you want to believe it or not. There was a time where me and my ex were drinking, and he forced himself onto me. And it hurt, and I cried, and I begged him to stop, but he never did. At the time of my essay, he was very rough on me, which resulted in me getting a cut on my insides. Luckily, I was able to take video.
I imagine this problem. He probably figured it was his girlfriend. She might not have been in the mood. I don't know though. I wasn't there. You guys make your decisions. That's all I can say. I imagine something somewhere in the middle happened.
Footage of the blood on the scene and a graphic photo of the damage that resulted.
The picture of my internal tearing was too graphic to share online. I'm guessing that's blood on the floor. This happened 2 days before my birthday. That's blood on the ground there.
After all this abuse, I formed a trauma bond with my ex, which made it hard for me to leave and left me in a cycle of
Oh yeah, I've got some weirdos on TikTok DMs, some creepy. Yeah. I imagine Daniel's creepy. Yeah, TikTok people are creepy as shit, dude.
half-hearted apologies that I continue to accept. This was a memory of mine that was heavily repressed because I didn't know how to process it at the time, and I was very oblivious to what a healthy relationship was supposed to look like. After 1 year of mental torment.
Yeah, that's a good point too, man, Daddy. Maybe she's only saying this because, she's not with the guy anymore, but it did seem like she didn't want to get let go of.
And trying to get my ex to change to no avail.
Yeah, man, I passed out last night. Kat, give me a brief. Oh my God, her name's Kat. Of why you broke up with Kenneth. I could tell, but I finished at 3 a.m. anyway, so I knew you'd be asleep. He lost a real one because of his problems he was never able to fix. I was putting 100% of myself into the relationship to fix it, while he put 50%, so it didn't work out. Despite everyone, despite everything, I loved him and believed in him and gave him my trust and all the hopes that he would change. He would never will me. He'd never will for me, because soon after our talk next day, we have an argument where his stubbornness held him back from being mature. It's just proof he would never change, for me at least, not while in this relationship. He needs to be alone to see that. So I stood up for myself and broke up with him 2 days ago when we argued again. Do it right now or we break up. I'm dead ass. Done putting up with your bullshit and your stubbornness. You are in the wrong for this. I'm not putting up with it, not having to wait for you to get your sleep before you want to handle the issue between us too. So please let me know right now. I am so genuine. Nah, I'm good. You got it. You could completely hurt me, but you get to claim you love me, right? You get to claim you tried. I can forgive you as many times as humanly possible, and you can remain the same man, right? I can go through hell and back, and I don't know. I just think that this is like people fighting.
Left. Here's proof of my ex admitting.
Yeah. Yes. Sarah's right, though. At the end of the day, none of these are a reason to bang your cousin. I started shaking when I see your text. I still am. Good. You hope I rot in hell. I've been in hell for these past 11 days. I have been experiencing hell on earth. Good. I am just so speechless right now. You should be. I was just thinking about you and ranting about you. Is you texting me right now God work? Not a devil. I'm just so speechless right now.
His anger issues.
Right now, I feel absolutely tarnished and destroyed in life. I don't even feel like I deserve to talk to you right now because of what I put you through. I wish after my countless promises that I kept them, and when I said I would do better, I'm not going to talk about the effects and what I've been going through, because I'm not trying to manipulate you to feeling bad for me, possibly twist your mind, but this is how I feel. I am someone with a great amount of pride and anger issues. In the heat of a disagreement, I hold on to my pride and I argue until I die. That's what I've been told by many people, just not you. I don't like being wrong, but I think as many times as I said I would calm that down, yet never did. I'm so fucked up for that. I was looking at a picture of you maybe a few days ago with Brittany and was just asking, how could I make such a sweet girl cry? How could I do something so bad to such a lovable woman? These 11 days have been full of emotion. Again, I'm sure that this was just a toxic relationship. I think these were absolutely toxic relationship. But again, as Sarah said, not an excuse to bang your cousin.
And admitting to the abuse that led to the fallout of our relationship. I still have the letters that he wrote for me where he confessed to his abuse.
I always tried to hit you with, no, let's not break up. Let's continue fighting. I will change, or other empty lies. The truth is you did the right thing. You were strong enough to see the man you once loved has become uncontrollable, and I have gone into a spiral of destruction. I was constantly raising my voice, acting erratically, and mentally abusing you. I did not understand your decision until the decision hit me. I became a stranger, someone who you did not know from the start, and you breaking up with me helped me realize that I need to work on myself. I'm not working on myself for the sake of a relationship, but for me. I have a problem that can hinder my growth in many areas of my life, and I do not get that settled now. It will only grow worse. I am very thankful that you showed me who I am. I tried to send this super chat, but it declined. It looks like more like she was on her period. Even crazy sex doesn't do. Yeah. No, I mean, I think that the truth is I do think that he probably did shit that was messed up to her, but I also probably think that she did stuff that was messed up to him, and now they're both just pointing fingers at, I mean, it just seemed like a typical toxic relationship. But thank you for trying to send a super chat, Daniel Screw.
And confess to the wrongdoings that he put me through.
Why is she scrolling so fast? My God. I'm trying to get all this stuff. I'm sorry for all the pain and trauma I caused you during a relationship due to my anger, yelling, psychological distress. I vow that I'll never, ever put you through such pain again. The time we have spent apart has been incredibly eye-opening for me. I've spent countless hours reflecting on my actions, how they hurt you. It has made me realize profoundly I've wronged you and has driven me to making lasting changes in my behavior in my life. I have been actively working on my anger issues and pride, seeking help
In our relationship. I also have a screenshot.
Okay, this is just display at this point. Defamatory Beckett's defamatory. Losing you is a wake-up call that I needed to change, not just for myself, but the possibility of a future with you. I cannot undo the past, but I can promise you a future, a better future, a future where you are loved and cherished, where your feelings are always heard and respected, and where you never have to endure pain I put you through again, and you'll never have to resort to fucking your cousin.
Of a 20-minute confession where he confessed to his wrongdoings, and he made it for me in order to convince me to continue being in a relationship with him. I tried to re-access the link in order to showcase the video for you guys today, but it was sent by him and it was privated by him, so I no longer have access to it. My ex often tried to use money as a way to avoid responsibility.
I mean, I believe her. I absolutely believe her that they, he did fucked up stuff. And then they broke up, and then he missed her. She was probably good in bed. The mental ones always are, and he missed that. So he kept trying to win her back, and she would go back. So I mean, again, I don't know where the fucking your cousin comes into this, but I mean, this right now is just a typical toxic relationship.
Responsibility for his shortcomings. I'm very grateful for everything my ex bought for me. However, I don't appreciate insisting that I was freeloading off of him when everything he ever did was his choice. And I don't believe a relationship should just be reduced to a list of expenses either. Monetary value does not disregard toxic behaviors. After all of these gestures, I took my ex back in February of 2025. And in March of that year, after leaving him from the airport, I was set into a spiral of losing myself.
I feel like she's like, listening to the way she speaks, I feel like she's the type that says girl. She can't pronounce her R's. She says girl.
And wanting to seek therapy. Here's the video I recorded after leaving my ex.
Like, I just don't know what I'm doing anymore, but like, I feel like I'm losing my body, though. And like, I just need to listen and get help from other people in my life, or maybe therapy.
Seems like she probably got treated terribly by all the men that she's ever had in her life. And maybe her cousin was the only one that was nice to her, and that's why she clapped them or something.
Like, I think like a lot of stuff has been going on like in my life. Like, I need to stop pretending that I'm sorry, this is so like non-descriptive, but I just kind of want to pour everything out because I'm at a breaking point in my life right now. But it's not your problem at all. At all. But yeah, I need help in that sense. I need to listen and grow and do better.
At the end of the day, I chose to stay in this relationship and I made my mistakes. I regret everything I did and I wish I could take it all back. I never wanted to hurt anybody and I understand how badly I messed up.
If she's in her early 20s, I mean, it makes sense that she's probably completely lost as a human being. Like, she has no idea what she wants to do. She has no idea what the next right move is. We've all been there when we were in early 20s, except none of us ever fucked our cousin. Let's just first get that out of the way. But that just tells me how mentally fucked up she had to have gotten herself to get to that point where her cousin was looking like an option. You know how mind fucked you'd have to be to get to that point where you're thinking entertaining your cousin, you know?
The only thing
And I feel like she was probably just so desperate for a man to be nice to her that her cousin being nice to her made her feel like, I guess, it's some type of way or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to diagnose and figure out what this means, you know? Well, I mean, she wanted to F her cousin. You're true. So she only has one wig. She looks like a guy without makeup, which is fine. No, I think she's a pretty girl. I think she's a pretty girl even without her makeup. I just think she has to do a lot of work to her hair to get it to fall like that.
can do from now is take the time to better myself and to heal. The next and final thing I would like to discuss is my mental health. Throughout everything that has happened, I have come to terms with the fact that I suffer with depression. It's a battle that
That's
I've been
true.
unknowingly fighting for the past 2 years.
I mean, I suffer with depression. I never banged my cousin. Like, again, I feel for her. I feel for her mental struggles. She's clearly suffering from mental struggles. I just don't understand what that has to do with, like, her sleeping with her cousin. Like, I don't know. I honestly, I do genuinely feel bad for her. I do genuinely feel bad for her.
I was in denial and blamed it on a lot of other things in my life without fully understanding myself. Mental health is so stigmatized to where a lot of people, including me, do not get the help that they need.
Well, she said that she had sent that to a friend, Daniel's crew. That wasn't for the internet. She said that was a video that she sent to her friend. And then she was just showing the video to show what she was going through during the time.
When they need it, and it can often lead to self-destruction. Throughout the past few weeks, I've attempted to take my life multiple times, and the only reason I'm here right now is because I failed. During this fight,
All right, I don't know, man. I hate when people say that. Like, I'm only here because I don't know how. You didn't do it because you didn't want to do it, honey. Let's be realistic, all right? You want to live. More, you have, because people who really want to go that route typically don't fail. But you being here means that you still want to be alive and you still have hope for your life. All right. You don't have to sell us this idea that the only reason you're here is because you failed at taking your own. Like, stop. That's stupid. I hate when people say this because there's so many people I've known who've actually taken their own life, and it's not something you make a mistake with. And I've been close to those points where I've wanted to, and I'm so happy I didn't. And that's because I knew in the back of my mind that what I was doing was a terrible idea. So that's why I'm still here. I think we all wrestle with some ideas like that at some point when we're at our lowest points. With all the shit I went through in my life, I never thought about fucking my cousin. Yeah. At the end of the day, that's the biggest issue right here.
I stopped eating, I stopped sleeping, and I struggled to take care of my well-being. I felt helpless, and every day I would struggle with finding a reason to continue to live. I often felt like the world would be a better place without me. The suicide facility that I was admitted to was an abrasive environment that only made me regress more. In my time there, I met a lot of people that were in worse positions than me, and I learned a lot about the unfair and inhumane treatment that these people receive. And
Okay, so now she's an advocate for mental health people.
from my experience there and my own personal journey, I've been very motivated to advocate for better resources and more attention given
Okay, nobody cares. Get to the part where you're talking about your cousin and why you banged him.
consequences, and I also understand how the internet works. So I knew the hate was inevitable, and I have no problem with facing that. However, I do want to remind you guys that I am still a human being, and I don't think anyone deserves the immense cyberbullying and the non-stop death threats that I've received.
Yeah, again, not that I'm going to talk to anybody on a major scale here, but if you're somebody sending this girl death threats, then you're just as fucked up as she is. I'm sorry, you are. If you send anybody death threats that has because of something they did that has absolutely nothing to do with you, if it doesn't involve like kids or whatever, like there should be zero reason anybody's sending her death threats.
The past few days, I do believe that bringing all
There are worse things in this world. Like, we laugh about her bagging her cousin, right? Because it's gross. But there is people who've done way, way worse stuff. Way worse stuff than that. I have something to say about that. If you wanted to unalive yourself, you would not be here. Thank you. Yep. And I'm glad that I did. I'm glad that I got through that. It was a very, very dark time in my life. That was at the lowest point where drugs had just completely consumed my life. And I was like, I just completely didn't have a reason to keep going. And I felt, but there was that, I went to a mental health treatment. And I didn't do it because I felt like there was a glimmer of hope that, you know, my daughter would need me one day. And it's the best decision I ever did, was fighting for another day and getting myself to a point where now I'm actually loving life. I love life today. I'm so blessed today. But you have to push through those dark times to get to that point, and it's not easy. So I don't think she's ever going to watch this, but if she does, like, you know, I know that people are going to make jokes about what you did, and it was a huge fucking mistake, and you're probably never going to live it down, let's be honest. But I mean, a permanent solution is never the choice to temporary problems. My son had to grab a lady on the Colorado Bridge last week. It was rough. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, people don't understand just how dark it can get for you. And this girl might have wrestled with this, but using it as an excuse to bang your cousin again, like, I don't know. Like, I get the, like, I all she had to do was say, like, listen, my relationship sucked, right? He treated me like crap, and I was lonely. And, you know, I had a bond that developed a little freaking weird with my cousin. And there's no excuse for that. It's gross. It's disgusting. But, you know, I own it. And, you know, people are going to say shit. But, like, that's what she should have just said. I don't know why she's going into all these victim advocates shit. And I don't know. It just makes her come off like really, really try hard. I trust that she's suffering from mental health issues. For sure. That's evident. But, I don't know. I just feel like most of the stuff in this video didn't even need to be in it.
This to the internet, and the way my ex did was completely wrong and invasive. It felt like a breach in our privacy. I know a lot of people don't believe I deserve the platform that I have, and don't think
That's true, Sarah. I never did that.
should come back to the internet at all. I understand. What I did is undoable. It's terrible, and I can't tell you enough how much I regret it. However, I do want to come back. I do want to be able to use my platform to raise awareness for mental health, because I know that—
Honey. You need to go focus on yourself right now. The last thing you need to do is be worrying about coming back to the internet. Like, get the offline. All right? Go focus on your mental health. Get as much therapy as you possibly can, because you need a lot of it. And you're absolutely right. It's the most selfish thing that you can do, Daniel's crew. Most selfish thing you can do. I sure don't feel a lot of honesty in her behavior and her voice. I think that the mental health struggles are real. I feel like the relationship probably was really shitty for her. But it was probably shitty for him too, because they just weren't meant to be together. They probably just, you know, were both too afraid of change. Listen, I've talked about this probably with my current girlfriend a ton, but the previous relationship I was in, right, it wasn't a great relationship for us. It was very toxic. Was it always toxic? No, but it was, you know, it was at the point where we both kind of knew that this wasn't really the future. Like, this wasn't the future that we had in mind for each other. We both wanted different things. She wanted things from me that I couldn't give her, and I wanted things for her that she just refused to do. It was just never going to work permanently. But we stayed, and we made that relationship last way longer than it probably should have, because we both just felt like one of us was going to change at some point, and it just never came, right? Now I'm with someone who perfectly fits my personality. It's effortless being around each other. It's just so much fun being together. We never fight. You know, like, does she get mad at me sometimes? Of course, I'm a guy, right? I'm gonna piss her off sometimes, but it's never gotten to the points that the previous relationships that I've had that failed got to, right? It's like this is how it should have always been. And if I didn't make that choice for myself to finally sever that relationship tie that we had together, because we had invested a lot of time in each other, then I never would have been in the place I am right now. And today I'm honestly the happiest I've been in a very, very long time. And I still have nothing but love for my previous ex, right? I think that one day she'll be able to find somebody who can give her all the things that she wanted. I just couldn't be that guy, right? And it, you know, it sucks. But I did try my hardest. I did try my hardest to make that work. And then I just needed to find someone who was on my level. And right now I'm with someone who's on my level. And honestly, it's the best thing I've ever done for myself. So if you're out there struggling with a toxic relationship like this girl was, don't go to your cousin, right? Just like, this girl's gorgeous. She would have had no problem finding another man. But I think that she probably wanted something nice from another guy that wouldn't make her boyfriend suspicious. So that's why she went with her cousin. You know, it's so weird. But if she was in therapy and was doing that, said it would be offline. Yeah, she needs to get offline too, first and foremost. Get offline, get everybody to forget about you for a while. In a couple weeks, people aren't going to care anymore that you banged your cousin. They're going to remind you all the time if they come across your content, but you know, just get offline and go focus on yourself. The last thing you need to be doing right now is worrying about what you're doing on the internet and being an advocate for anybody, all right? Especially for suicide prevention. Like, you got to work on yourself first before you can step up to bat for something that deep.
There's a lot of people out there who are just like me, who are struggling and they don't even know it. I will be back to streaming.
I gave away some stuff, Daniel's crew. I had a couch. I gave it to my brother. I still have a lot of stuff from my apartment that I still need to get out and rid of. She needs to be real, not on a line figure. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like it's only a matter of time till she's on. If she's not already on OnlyFans, she's gonna be on OnlyFans, and she's probably gonna end up doing adult stuff, if I had to guess, and she's gonna be like probably using the family ties thing as a thing, because someone's gonna approach. She's not gonna be able to make money online, doing other stuff, so she's probably gonna end up going to OnlyFans if she's not already on there. Honestly, the reason why the story is so big is because it was her cousin. If it was just some random dude, yeah, nobody would care about it. You're right, Blue Jay. If it wasn't her cousin, nobody would give a shit. I'd be like, why are you showing me this, right? But the cousin thing is definitely a weird fucking aspect to this whole thing.
And I will be back to doing what I love. Because at the end of the day, I want to use my platform to help people. And I do believe after I get stronger and I get help, I can do that. To my community and to all my supporters, I'm so sorry.
I never heard of this girl. I don't even know how big their channel was. 39K? Okay. I mean, that's kind of... I'm going to subscribe to her because I kind of want to follow the story if she comes back and see how long it takes till she comes back. 39K? That's a pretty good thing. Oh my God, look at the top. I got it. Look at it. Look at the top thumbnail here. Oh crap, I'm on the wrong thing. Look. Cousin effer. Oh my God. See, like, this stuff is unnecessary. Like, you know, like, I know it's weird, but like, I don't know. I just don't think that people need to stay on her so long that she might actually do something stupid. You know what I mean? That's why that's why I stopped like the whole Mod Paul stuff. I felt like it would have been easy to keep milking that for content, but the last thing I want is someone is pushing someone so far into a corner that they feel like the only way out is something stupid like that, you know? But all right, we got one more part of this and then we'll wrap it up here. But apparently he responded one more time. So let's see what he had to say about let's see what he had to say about
Catalina, there's no way out of this one. I'm sorry, but you're done. You're finished.
Oh,
so
crap.
apparently Kat has...
I have 2 going for some reason. Stop it.
No way out of this one. I'm sorry, but you're done. You're finished. So apparently Kat has dropped a video titled My Truth. But honestly, Kat has dropped a video titled My Truth, but the whole video...
Wait, did he double edit that?
My Truth. But honestly, so apparently Kat has...
Okay.
But you're done.
He double edited the same thing again.
You're finished. So apparently Kat has dropped a video titled My Truth. But honestly, Kat has dropped a video titled My
Professional
Truth,
streamer.
but the whole video's fucking lies. So how the fuck does that work? I'm not gonna lie, Kat, you fucked with the wrong one. Nobody, and I mean nobody, will sit here and fucking lie on my fucking name, bro. Hell nah. Alright, so the demon has dropped the video My Truth. For whatever fucking reason, it has 2.8 thousand likes. Y'all niggas are sick in the head. Y'all niggas really let yourself get manipulated by this demon, bro. By this fucking demon. Let's get into it.
Hello, everyone.
All right, but let's be realistic, okay? From his perspective, he's in the right. From her perspective, she's in the right. I think that anybody who's been through a toxic relationship as a girl is probably going to side with her. Probably not this cousin stuff, but and anybody who's been through a relationship that's toxic as a male might side with him, or guys are siding with her because they want to tap it. So if she gonna bang her cousin, she'll probably bang most of the guys. But there's aspects to this, right? I think the biggest asset that she has is that she's a pretty girl, and that gets you a lot of fucking privilege on the internet. Just saying.
I am here to say my truth and share my story on the things that have been released on the internet and the things that have happened to me. First and foremost, I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most.
Okay, I want to just skip to when he starts talking.
Sorry for fucking, you know what, I'm sorry for cheating on you with my cousin, but our relationship wasn't perfect, so that's the reason why I did so. I'm sorry for sending my cousin pictures of my ass, titties, and fucking cooch on your living room couch and in your restroom and on my bed, but you know what, because our relationship wasn't okay, that excuses it. I'm sorry that you had to find my cousin's cock in my camera roll, but you know what? It's okay because our relationship wasn't okay in the first place. And that right there is the work of the reputation saver that you was emailing and your fucking YouTube manager told me about, bruh. He told me that the moment I exposed you, that you was emailing people trying to figure out ways how to come back from this shit, bruh. You was emailing people discussing ways on how to just push the whole cousin freakery aside and just bring something new to light. And it's like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, you really gonna try to ruin me because you got caught cheating on your cousin. I'm innocent. I didn't do shit. But you know what? I'm gonna watch the video and hear what you got to say.
As it may seem, I lost myself in our relationship and I was in a very dark place at the time when I did what I did. I have to own up to what I did. I have to take accountability for my actions. And in doing that, I come to realize that
They're like a people, you have to literally like damn near like accept that shit. Am I tripping? It's a shared note. I went through your notes app and that shit was there. You have a bucket list with your cousin, bro. Like, come on, bro. Some of the stuff that's on there doesn't even make sense if he wrote it from his point of view. The internet is not that stupid.
In any way, it was only shared to me. And I also want to make this very clear. I did not have any sexual intercourse with
But if she's lying about what he did, she's a monster. I can't do the hair on the nose. It's bothering me for some reason. Yeah, I'm curious. Like, I feel like she should just get rid of that part and just run it down the sides. Maybe she don't like her forehead or something, but maybe that's like her attempt at bangs. But yeah, no, I find it strange too, but
with anybody outside of my relationship. There was a rumor going around that I was cheating my entire relationship and I've been doing this for months, which is completely false.
Hey, first of all, hold on. First of all, there's clips on the internet of you literally confessing your love for your cousin.
But back when I was like, I don't even know the age to be honest. I was young. I was just hitting puberty. Me and my cousin,
L story, yep, get
we
to the
kind of had a
point.
thing. We kind of had a thing going. But like, it was kind of one-sided though. It was more so me. But like, I remember like, I had a big crush on this nigga because we were best friends. And at the time, being best friends with a guy when I'm just hitting puberty and like my hormones are a little bit like peaking, you know what I'm saying? I kind of associated him with that.
Literally, like I'm talking about.
Okay.
I don't know, how old is
That's pretty damning. That's pretty damning right there. And she's literally admitting that she had a crush on her cousin way back in the day.
clip was last year, 2 years ago, but we've been dating for 2 years and some change, and you're on stream talking about how you have feelings for your cousins. You found him attractive when I was younger. You don't know if it was your hormones taking over, but now the fact that you cheated on me with your cousin, this means that every single time you told me that you left to go hang out with your family, that you left to Kentucky to go stream at this fucking the biggest world.
God, what is with them putting a shit up for 2 seconds and taking it down? How am I supposed to see that in that time?
Fucking roller coaster in the world. You was with your cousin, because I mean I have proof of that.
I'm going to main event and blank, but I'm getting food and going to blank college campus to gym and hoop. My uncle Sean and blank came and picked me up from the airport. My friends blank do here and there. Now sometimes I go there to smoke and don't end up smoking, and I just listen to music in the car and talk to blank or Jackie or my girls. Oh my God, dude, she was banging this dude so much.
Too, like you was in the hotel room with your cousin. You kept on telling me you was going on these trips. You went to Puerto Rico with your cousin. You went everywhere with your cousin.
Oh my God, I don't even want to think about what they were doing in Puerto Rico.
And it's like, bruh, like, but you only cheated on me recently, right? This only happened last month, right? Okay, but you know, I
no,
guess,
she definitely was banging her cousin. Absolutely was banging her cousin allegedly. Throughout this whole relationship.
I guess you just get to excuse that. I guess I don't know. Like I don't know if this is like manipulation, top tier rage bait or what. But okay. You know what? I'm gonna keep on listening to what you got to say. All right.
False, because this is only a recent incident that had occurred. I'm not trying to make anything I've done sound any better, but I think it's important that I share my truth because of the insane amount of lies that are being spread about me on.
Threatening me with so much stuff that was just so uncalled for, and I don't know, it just seems like they're more biased to you than what's actually going on. Like I think the fact that you're making this video right now, and I don't know, man. Let me just keep watching the video, bro.
Extreme that my ex was on, where he alleged that I did not want to publicly claim him and I wanted to hide our relationship from the internet. But in reality, in the first year of us being together, we actually had a popular couple page. And the real reason why I wanted to go private was because at the time I had a lot of people actively telling me to leave him.
Bro. Like, it's honestly crazy how much, like, bro, I've never been in a situation like this, but bro, girls are really like manipulators, bro. And I wish I had iCloud
Yeah,
Pro or iCloud
I kind of want to hear that too, Daniel's crew, about the SA stuff.
Plus, bro, because I'm scrolling through my phone trying to bring the proof. This girl literally would make excuses not to post me because her fucking fan base was majority guys. She kept on telling me that she had a lot of mods that would gift her subs and she would use them, bruh.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a very common tactic to not talk about being in a relationship, especially if you're like a girl who's got a lot of guys sending you stuff. Because you need that income. So it makes sense that because the minute they find out that she's got a boyfriend, which is probably why she's got so many likes on the videos, because now guys are just excited she's single. But absolutely, I believe this 100% that she didn't want him in the videos because then she would get less subs, because the guys want to believe that they have a chance with her.
She would literally use y'all, bruh. She would literally take y'all money and fucking, I don't know what type of operation she had going on, but bro, she didn't want to post me because of all her male fans.
Well, guess what? They're about to give her way more money. I guarantee it. She's about to get way more money because she's single now. And people think she's easy because she's banging her cousin. I could care less about any of it. Yeah, let's try to see if we can get to the SA assault. So this is the most replayed part right here. So let's see what this part is.
I'm saying my followers are majority males. They would unfollow me. I would lose all my followers, etc., etc., etc. She's sick in the head, bro.
Next thing I want to address is a very serious topic. It is my belief that suicide in any form should be taken serious and never lightly. While I understand the streaming business and the need to say crazy things in order to get clips and impressions, the thought that somebody's personal struggle with suicide can be used by anybody.
And she would use them, bruh. She would literally, I'm the bad guy. Like, I'm the bad guy.
Because it was toxic. I also want to make it clear that any cousin or stepbrother or any content like that we made together was his idea and he convinced me to do it.
Say wallahi. Yo, Like I said, bro, she did not want the internet to know that she had a boyfriend because it would make her lose followers. She kept on telling me that, and I wish I had screenshots from when, bro. I don't know what's going on.
I believe it. I believe him 100% here.
Trying to get messages from like early 2024 to 23, but I can't, bro. But I promise y'all, she would not want to post me. You could go on her page. She never had videos of me. It was always me, bro. I literally kept on telling her, why don't you post me? Why don't you post me? And she confessed this one time saying, my followers are majority males. They wouldn't follow me. I would lose all my followers, etc., etc., etc. She's sick in the head, bro.
Next thing I want to address is a very serious topic. It is my belief that suicide in any form should be taken serious and never lightly. While I understand the streaming business and the need to say crazy things in order to get clicks and impressions, the thought that somebody's personal struggle with suicide can be used by anybody for jokes and views is disgusting and cruel. While I've been off the net, it was brought to my attention that the streamer Snowcone.
I do think that if she's banging her cousin this whole time, I think she may have some SA trauma. Maybe they were both M'd as a kid or some sort of... Yeah, I mean, it's very possible, Daniel Screw. Very, very possible. I was just about to say you could speed up the video. Yeah, because I could speed her up double, and then I could just still understand what he's saying.
Made up a false rumor that I admitted myself into a suicide facility in order to get attention from my ex. I was involuntarily admitted into a suicide facility because...
All right, so first of all, this was like 5 days before I posted my video, and basically what happened was she kept on blowing up my phone, spamming my phone, no caller ID, text messages, calling my friends, and kept on saying, can I get back with you? Can we please work this out? I'm going insane. I'm going to, manipulation words to get me to fucking give her attention, because I was trying my hardest to just move forward in life.
Yeah, most likely because she didn't want him coming forward with what he had on her.
Her cheating. I'm trying to move forward, but she's blowing up my phone, trying to just get my attention, saying she's gonna do this. Even when she was going to the hospital, she was like, I'm leaving. And then she was calling me in the hospital, bruh. And I talked to her parents.
Oh my God, this is such a true tactic, dude. An ex of mine used to tell me all the time that if I left, that she was gonna do that to herself. And it was a huge manipulation tactic.
That she only had like 3 calls or whatever. She kept on spamming me on the hospital phone, bro. Like, bro.
I was considered a threat to myself. It was a terrible experience and one I would never wish on myself.
And then the moment she got out, she literally posted it on the internet. That's a personal thing that nobody...
After 5 days of imprisonment, I've finally been released from the facility. They treat you like an animal and take away your freedom to do anything. I'm finally free. Fam, what? Yeah, okay, I'm starting to see a pattern here with her. And it's not a good one.
Had to know, but because you want to go ahead and post it on the internet, you want to gain sympathy before it's like you almost knew that I was going to expose you for cheating on me with your cousin. Because why are you going to the internet about you being in a facility? If you're really trying to like fix your head and get yourself right, why are you trying to sympathy farm online by posting yourself in a facility talking about, for the past couple of days I just came out.
Yeah, absolute sympathy play.
I tried to do this and that. Like, bro, that's sympathy farming. That's not something that needs to be on the internet, and I don't know what else to say, bro.
For anybody else, I want to say to Snowcone that while I understand I'm not perfect and I've done wrong, regardless of the mistakes that a person makes, that doesn't give you or anybody else the right to belittle, lie, and create false allegations about somebody's mental health. Throughout all of this, you've lied and made up rumors about me in order to hate farm me and get attention. Even though you don't care, I want to let you know that the rumors you created have garnered me more death threats and have made my mental battle that much harder. And that hurts from someone I considered a close friend. Me and my ex were...
I believe she's still getting death threats, but I can see why. I mean, she's playing off the unaliving stuff. Like, a lot of this is just really disgusting behavior. I mean, she definitely has mental issues, serious mental issues. But I think that also is probably contributing to why she is posting this stuff, like looking for sympathy clout.
Involved in a toxic and abusive relationship.
It's like narcissism, depression.
Toxic and abusive. This is what they always fucking do. You see how the shift went from, I'm sorry for sending my cousin nudes. I'm sorry that you had to walk in on me showing my bare ass and my bare ass cheeks to my cousin on FaceTime. To me and my ex had a very toxic relationship, and it was very abusive. But you know what? Let's see what I did. Let's see how abusive I was, right? Okay, let's see.
When I was in love with him, I was blind to the harmful behavior and abuse that was going on. Our relationship was built on unhealthy emotional attachment, and I stayed because it was all that I knew. He was my first boyfriend. He was my first everything.
You stayed because that's all you... Bro,
I think we're getting to the allegations here.
Where I tried to get away from you, but...
Off topic, but it's funny that both EG and Kenneth have their hands against their chin. Yeah, it's like one of those things.
literally at TwitchCon, bro. I was in LA with my boys, bro, and you was literally calling me, telling me that you was finna, you know, and then like, bro, like I don't know, like, bro, I get soft around that. I get soft with that shit because like, bro, I don't want to be responsible. I care about you. I don't want to see you do that to yourself. But when you're calling me, spamming me, saying you're gonna do that, bro, keep in mind, TwitchCon was in San Diego. I was in LA. She started saying she was gonna do that stuff, saying how sad she was. This was like when we broke up or whatever back in like TwitchCon last year. And then I drove all the way from LA to San Diego because she kept on threatening to do that to herself. And then, bro, it's just a mess, bro. Like
Yeah, I can believe that, Daniel Screw. I mean, this girl probably gets most of the shit she wants in life by just like flaunting her body. And now she's actually facing adversity for something that she did. Again, that involved flaunting her body, and it's working against her as opposed to for her. So now she's going with, well, I'm gonna unalive myself. And she's good. She's very good at manipulating people. Like, cause I was even feeling bad for her during her video. But now I'm like, now that this guy's filming me and the other stuff, like I get it. She's like super manipulative. And that little cop outfit that she was wearing, like, you know, not wanting him online because she wanted to get money from men. Like, yeah, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. And this is only addressing the cousin. Imagine all the other men she was probably entertaining behind the scenes.
I've tried to leave several times. Yes, this was a toxic relationship, but stop trying to put the blame on me. You did what you did, and now you're trying to change the narrative to make it seem like
And I'm not Kenneth, has 68.3 thousand subscribers. She has half that, and I guarantee you he got her most of that.
I was a toxic, abusive boyfriend. Like, how can you do that right now, bro?
And I met him when I was 18, just graduated high school, and he was 21. There's two sides to every story.
I met him when I was 18, just graduated high school, and he was 21. First of all, you was a freshman in college, and I just turned 21, and I was literally a junior in college, okay? Now, I don't even know why that, like you try to make it seem like I was, like, no, I did not mess with you before you were 18. I messed with you after. Once you were in college, bro, like, what's going on right now? Like, you're trying so hard to make me look weird and to shift the focus, but, bro, stop it.
Fair point.
It's not gonna work, bro.
And our relationship was unhealthy on both ends. And since he decided to bring my wrongdoings onto the internet, I believe.
Oh yeah, same about my daughter's mom.
Never saying, like he paints himself out to be. We had a lot of arguments throughout our relationship, which was normal. But what wasn't normal was the verbal, mental, and physical abuse that he subjected me to.
Hey, by the way, y'all notice how she's reading the script, right? Like, can y'all, like, I wish I could just zoom in on her eyes, these soulless, evil eyes, and just see the fucking script on her PC screen, bro. This is sickening, bro.
Yeah,
like,
she is reading a
really
script.
Emailed her, talk about, we gonna save you. All you gotta do is sign your soul away. Her soul is gone, bro. She's reading off a script they orchestrated a whole story to bring me down. It's sick.
He put me through a lot in the past 2.5 years of us being together. He even forced himself on me at one point.
Say wallahi. Yo.
Okay, here we go.
My ex dealt with a lot of anger issues, and he would often use me as...
Okay, no. First of all, I've never forced myself on her. I've never put my hands on her. I've never done any of the sort, my nigga. First of all, this girl was literally like, I don't know what's the word, like over sexual or like overly freaky. But bro, she literally would force me to drink. I've never.
Do you think it was weird of you to force me to smoke or drink? I never smoked a full blunt before. How often you smoked? I smoked my last one. And smoked where? I smoked a lot without you knowing for the past year.
Drink or smoke in my life.
So you was spending money on weed every week? Not really. Like a bit would last me a good while. Because remember, at the end of the day, I'm a lightweight. I never smoked a full blunt before. I only take some hits. Do you think it was weird? Yes, that's why I stopped with the smoking, and I told you close to before we broke up that I want us to only drink for special occasions, and I meant that.
Until I met this girl. I have African parents and I don't fuck with that shit. I remember there was a time she even forced me to get my matching tattoo. There was a time, I think it was at the tattoo shop or whatever. I was on a double date. It was me, her, and two girls. They were gay or whatever. And bro, she was getting on me because I told her I did not want to smoke and drink, bro. She was literally in the hallway crashing out on me because I did not want to smoke and drink. This girl was a bad influence, always trying to force me to smoke and drink every fucking time she seen me, bro. Because she didn't know how to do anything, process or have fun without that shit, bro. Like I just don't fuck with that shit.
I believe it. I don't talk about it because like I don't want to drag my personal life into like a lot of stuff we do here, but yeah, I have some stories.
I don't fuck with smoking or drinking, but you know, I just thought, you know, she's my ex or whatever.
Yes, Daniel's crew. I do think that she absolutely believes her own lies. She gaslights herself into believing that what she's saying is the truth.
at the time she was my girl, whatever. I was like, you know what, bro? Fuck
And
it,
you
bro.
know what the funny thing is? There's gonna be so many guys out there that are gonna absolutely be like, yeah, baby, I'll save you. I'll save you. Because like the gooner economy is massive right now. Absolutely massive. The gooner economy keeps a lot of these women employed.
She wants to do it, then fuck it, bro. I'm gonna do it with her. But I never did that shit just to do it, bro. I don't fuck with that shit.
An outlet. For example,
Okay, he kind of dodged the response right there. He did say I never forced myself on her, but then he went into like this girl used to try to force me to drink and smoke. Like I don't really see what one has to do with the other, but I'm more likely to assume that, you know, she's probably a freak, like a stray freak in bed, and probably had him do some forcible things, and now she's using it against him. Or they got into a fight and then I don't know, you ever get into a fight with someone and then you immediately just go right to fucking, like, I don't know, like some weird times like that happened, and she probably took that as like him forcing herself, even though she was probably not complaining.
would punch things, he would rip wires, in the heat of conflicts. He would yell at me when I cried.
I would punch things, my nigga. I've never punched shit. What are you talking about, bro? And yes, I ain't gonna lie, like early back in the day, I did have like slight anger issues or whatever, but I would never touch her. I would never put my hands on her. But yes.
Yeah, a lot of guys punched walls and shit like that when they're angry. Like, you know, I have even punched walls in my last relationship because of how angry I would get. But I would never in a million years ever think of like putting my hands on like her. But like that's how I knew it was time for me to get out, because nobody has ever made me that upset before, to where I would actually hit a wall or something, you know, and that was the beginning of the end.
Already on the internet, like
But some people have that ability to just get into you and know every right button to push. That's why I'm just so happy to be in like this different situation right now. It looks like there's just like I don't know. I'm only gonna go up to the popular stuff right here. That seems like the most popular stuff watched, and then we'll wrap it up here.
Single time we break up, she goes to the internet and talks about this shit. Like, she's talked about this already. So why is she bringing this up again to make me look bad? Like, we're not forgetting the fucking bucket list, bro. We're not forgetting how you fucking cheated on me with your cousin.
Oh my god.
Keep going.
Okay, I gotta see that bucket list.
We're not forgetting the fucking bucket list, bro.
Bucket list: nut on my face, eat off my body, sex tape, head videos, hand job and spitting in my mouth, handcuff, tripod video, public quickie, movie. This is all stuff she wanted to do with her cousin, dude. It's so weird, man.
We're not forgetting how you fucking cheated on me with your cousin. But whatever, keep going.
He gaslit me until I believed I was the problem. There were 2 or 3 times where my ex would approach me unprovoked and put me in a chokehold against the wall. And
put you in a chokehold? Like, you're making me seem like I'm the fucking like I'm a fucking devil. Put you in a chokehold. Does that, yo, like anybody that knows me in real life, does that even sound like something I would do? You're telling me.
No. All right, look. Yo, what's up, little? How you doing, brother? Yeah, best part of being married. Look, the reason I believe this guy, he's got a Spider-Man, a Pikachu, Mario brother blocks in the background. He's got a creeper from Minecraft back here. He's got Peter Griffin. Look, all right. This guy is like a nerdy black guy. I don't think that he's gonna be putting his hands on her like that at all. Unless she told him to choke. Like, sometimes you do choking like during sex or whatever, but like, you know, is she gonna hold that against them? And I guarantee she's the type of girl that likes to get choked. It's written all over her face. Yeah, you came into a weird video, little.
I would walk up to you and just fucking put you in a chokehold. What type of shit is that, bro? Like, nigga, I've never heard you say that shit ever. Like, where's the proof, bro? Like how are you saying it with a straight face? This gotta be a script.
Yeah, he's a nerd, not violent. Not a violent nerd.
I know men often get falsely accused of.
Falsely accused. So,
although I will say Wings of Redemption kind of does buck that trend a bit, doesn't he?
Me, like
I could totally see you being the one punching walls Daniel's crew.
The other girl does to niggas, bro. Let's see what you got to say.
But at the end of the day, all I can do is come on here, tell my truth, tell my story, whether you want to believe it or not. There was a time when me and my ex were drinking, and he forced himself onto me.
Every single time we.
I know, man. I know. Well, this is the monster truck one right now. This is for my peoples. This is what my peoples likes. They likes the drama, so I give them the drama. But we'll figure out some stuff to do some monster trucks, man. I promise.
Drink. She forced me to drink.
I gotta admit though, this is some top tier content.
Every single time we drank, she forced me to drink. She would always say, I want to see you blackout drunk. I want to see you drunk. I want you to just get loose and do whatever. But that's not the point. Because I've never forced myself onto you. Never. Every single time we did something, we had consent. You know why? You know why? Because you're the overly sexual one. I'm a nonchalant ass nigga. I'd be chilling in my own world. And I think that's what made you mad. I think that's what made you think I don't like you. Because I'm not always trying to fuck. I'm not always trying to have sex because I believe there's more.
This is so true, dude. This is true. This happens a lot. I punch telephone poles, hurt so bad. Yeah, don't punch telephone poles. You never win that battle. But girls like her, oh my god, she sounds so much like my ex. Super, super hypersexual. And if I wasn't constantly like engaging in those advances, oh, you don't love me no more. What do you mean? I'm like almost 40. Like I don't got the libido I once had. You know what I mean? Like I'm in such a better situation now.
To just sex, bro. You're always, every single day. Like, bro, when we were long distance, we was literally cracking every single day, 2 times a day.
Because you feel invincible when you're drinking.
I don't want to do it. I can't do it. She would gaslight me, say I don't love her. She would start crying. She would just force me, bro. Like, bro. And then when she moved over here, obviously I see her every single day, so it's impossible to do that shit every single day. And I think that's what got in her head. And that's when she started saying stuff like, I thought you didn't like me no more. I thought you never touched me no more. And that's when I guess she cheated on me with her cousin, but I don't know.
Yeah, because she probably was super hypersexual. She probably has like sex addiction. I think that she probably is a sex addict, and like most guys can't do it every single day. Try 3 times. Every guy will say they'll do it every single day when they're riled up, but most guys aren't doing it every day. You know, it's just maybe in your teens you probably could do that, but not when you get into your older ages. You know. Oh, yeah, dude. We watch Midwest Safety on here all the time, Little. If you're in a Discord, you can post videos on the channel called Lately's Inbox, and we'll watch them live.
Like, that's just what she wants y'all to believe, bro. But I don't...
And it hurt, and I cried, and I begged him to stop, but he never did. At the time...
Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, some of those videos are messed up, Midwest Safety.
Bro, come on,
they don't pull no
Very
punches.
rough on me, which resulted in me getting a cut on my insides. Luckily, I was able to take video footage.
Y'all seen how she just looked at the script?
Luckily, I was able to take video footage of the blood on the scene and a graphic photo of the damage that resulted.
Let me see this. Okay, yes. Okay. So, Saturday, July 13th, okay? 2 days before your birthday. There's blood on the floor, right? There's no way out of this one. Tell me why July 18th, the same year, by the way, a couple days after your birthday, there's blood on the sheets and on the pillows. You know why? Because you're a freak, and you always wanted me to crack. Always. Even when you was on, you know, your period.
Oh, shit, dude. Coming, baby. Don't bleed everywhere. I'm bleeding everywhere. You still better dick me down, bloody and all. I ain't do all this work for none. I will, dude. No way, dude. Okay, this is so... Oh my god. BSEG, I was still in my prime when I was losing my hair. Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't go every day. I can't do it. I can't, you know. It's hard to keep up with that time frame. I feel like she needs sexual tension. It's not even about the sex for her. It's about the self-esteem. Yes, good point, Daniel's crew. That's why she dresses like that cop, right? The little sexy cop outfit she put on. She wants that attention from those men. My guess is she was probably cheating on this guy way more than he even knows about. Way more. Because if most sex addicts cheat a lot because one person can't fulfill that need for just constant sex.
Time of the month. You thought if I didn't do it, I would think of you as disgusting. I didn't love you. So you know what? That's when
is it a big shock that I can't go every single day? Look, I'm good. What did Toby Keith used to say? I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. That's how I am in the bedroom. I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was.
Explored that.
Rest in peace, Toby Keith.
And I always had consent because that's what you wanted. You liked doing vampire sex. So what's on the floor is not the results of me doing that to you. That's just consent and what we had going on. I would never force myself onto you. I would never. I always had consent. I had proof from you. You always.
All right, I believe him. All right, well, Blue Jay, I'm getting questioned here. Okay, I don't shy away. I don't shy away from the accusations. Okay, I'm here to address all the accusations.
That's how you wanted to do it.
Thank God Carla's not here because it would just be constant bottoming.
During that time of month, and we did. The proof is in the pudding, bro. So you're telling me July 13th? You're telling me what? Like fucking? Because this is a hotel, by the way. The sheets get changed. Shit gets clean. So you're telling me 13 to 18. 5 days later, I did it again. I did it again to you. I did the same exact thing I did on the 13th, on the 18th again to you. But aside from that, we broke up tons of times, and she always ran to the internet. Why, if this really happened, why was this never a talking point in every single time you streamed once we broke up? It was always stuff like, oh, he would yell at me. Oh, something about the airport. He left me at the airport. Why was this never a topic? Why, matter of fact, why was this never brought to the police? Why is this only coming to the light now? I bet $100,000 that nobody in the world can say that you told him this. This is false. This is cap. And I know this is what the fucking reputation savers told you to look for. Any proof of fucking violence or SA. Like, you're sick and you're not gonna...
She probably does have a whole entire... Yeah, Sarah's lurking. It would be a lot of bottoming there, too. A lot of... I bet you she has a whole community of guys helping her get through this. Oh, no, baby, we still love you. We're gonna take care of you. You need anything, you hit me up, okay? Like that... I imagine she probably has that.
Manipulate these people, bro. You're not gonna do that, bro.
You want to come stay with me? No.
After all this abuse, I formed a trauma bond with my ex, which made it hard for me to leave and left me in a cycle of half-hearted apologies that I continue
Made it hard for you to leave, bro? What?
to accept. This was a memory of mine that was heavily repressed because I didn't know how to process it at the time, and I was very oblivious to what a healthy relationship was supposed to look like. After 1 year of mental torment and trying to get my ex to change to no avail, I left. Here's proof of my ex admitting to his anger issues and admitting to the abuse that led to the fallout of our relationship.
This was like our first breakup, by the way. We have like 4 more where I broke up with her and whatever.
The letters that he wrote for me where he confessed to his abuse and confessed to the wrongdoing.
By the way, this has nothing to do with you cheating on me with your cousin, by the way. This
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, this doesn't have anything to do with you banging your cousin, honey. Nothing to do with you banging your cousin. I don't care what this man did to you. You don't go run into the arms of your cousin and sleep with him.
Me trying to get you back after the first time we broke up because I had anger issues, and I agreed that I would yell a lot, but I never put my hands on you. Never did that. Never.
He put me through in our relationship. I also have a screenshot of a 20-minute confession where he confessed.
You did say that about the blood.
In order to convince me to continue being in a relationship with him. I tried to reaccess the link in order to showcase the video for you guys today, but it was sent by him and it was privated by him, so I no longer have access to it. My ex often tried to use money as a way to avoid responsibility for his shortcomings. I'm very grateful for everything my ex bought for me. However, I don't.
I would have liked for him to show the letter.
What, nigga? What? You're the last person, bro. Hold on.
Appreciate insisting that I was freeloading off of him when everything he ever did was his choice, and I don't.
Everything I did was my choice. Everything I did was my choice. Are you fucking dead ass? You know how much money I spent on you, and you're saying that was...
Alright, I think we got the gist of it. It's a nasty breakup. She's trying to save face. At the end of the day, she still banged her cousin. This got 90,000 upvote. 90,000 likes, as where her video only has 2.7. But yeah, this is weird, dude. This is very, very weird. Boyfriend responds to cousin smash her girlfriend. But yeah, this is I don't know, man. I think we got enough. I think they're just gonna continue going back and forth, being like, no, he said this, nah, she said this, nah, he said this, nah, she said this. But at the end of the day, she's still like Asmongold is probably the responsible for most. Asmongold's responsible for most of the hate this girl's probably getting, I bet. The former streamer, university alumni, Curved exposed for cheating with her cousin. She was a streamer. What's streamer university? What is that?
Girlfriend cheated on me with her cousin. See, shit like this ain't even funny because I wouldn't have...
Actually, I don't know if the volume's good. I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit.
Fucking girlfriend cheated on me with her cousin. See,
does anybody know what the hell streamer university is? What's up, Landon? Welcome. We're getting ready to wrap up the stream, but if you guys are interested in seeing this next time or seeing what we do in our... I saw your recent 2X video. Yeah, I hope you liked it, man. I hope you enjoyed it. When I'm streaming, I usually am covering like different topics other than monster trucks. Like we talk about that, but AODT, it's all like monster truck content over there. So if you want to see like all monster truck content, like that's over on All Out Destruction Tour. Over here, I cover a wide range of topics. sometimes we do monster truck stuff, but for the most part, you know, I'm covering whatever's popular online or weird stuff that we find. Like this girl just got found out for sleeping with her cousin. It's really weird, really weird stuff. Welcome to EG Lately, where nothing is sacred and we are changing constantly on what we're talking about. But anyway, thank you for watching that 2X video. How did I get invested in? I don't know, Daniel's crew, because Blue Jay. It's all Blue Jays. Honestly, EGU would be a great Feld CEO. Dude, I would love that, dude. I would love that. I'm back in college for media, general media culture. I'd love to get a job at Feld and get that place straightened up, man, because they need it. They really, really need to remember what that league was always meant to be, and it's just not. It's not a show. It's not entertainment. It's a sport. It's supposed to be a sport, and they've turned their back on the sport aspect of it. Streamer University is an actual website. Really? That's weird. So like I guess they like teach people how to stream or whatnot. I don't know. I just found it weird that they say former Streamer University alumni. Like that's supposed to mean something to me, but I don't know. Anyway, guys, I think that's where we're going to wrap it up. I got work in the morning, so I don't want to be up too much later. Thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you guys have fun doing a classic stream tonight. I always love doing these with you guys. This is where we have the most fun. Sometimes I just like playing games, though. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just like hopping on and playing a game or two. So we'll get back to doing some games. We'll do EG. How often do you go live? I just want to know. Typically once a week. Right now it's once a week, Wednesday nights at 7. I go live. But I used to go live on AODT, but now I just release them as videos because I think that it's more exciting to just see the finished project instead of peeking and seeing the results of the videos. So if you're wondering why I'm not streaming over on AODT anymore, that's why. Because if we get to 500 views and I can open up memberships and super chats over there, then I'll probably bring back live streaming just for the members over there. But yeah, Wednesday night at 7. If you want to come check it out, I think we'll have to obviously do some nights where we're watching old school monster truck stuff. All right, I mean at this point we kind of have to. I'm bringing in like a whole crowd of people who like that stuff, so we got to appeal to everybody. I think a lot of you guys would enjoy that too, though. It's just a little change of pace. So, but with that said, guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I do work a full-time job. This is not my full-time job, and I get up very early for that. So maybe I'll try to see if I can squeeze in a stream this weekend or something. Not sure what we'll be doing, but you know, I do know that you guys enjoy the streaming and stuff. So with that said, guys, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace. Special shout out to the super chat guys tonight. Thank you, Daniel's crew. Thank you, Mad Daddy. I really, really appreciate it. All the members. Love you guys. Wouldn't be able to do this without y'all. All right. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.